stay on course to end what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
If you want to save more.
If you want a butcher who knows more.
If you want fewer aisles and more value.
Less quantity, more quality.
If you want more of this.
And this.
And this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
Rest easy. State Farm agent Wendell Campbell is there for you. Call 641-673-4462 today for the service you deserve.
You're sure to save big at Hy-Vee now that hundreds of items are on low price lockdown and price decline. Lockdown prices won't change unless they are lowered, and any item marked with a red arrow means you will save big. Come get deals on seasonal items already on your list at Hy-Vee, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it. Clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
Come experience Penn Central Mall. With a variety of shops, services, restaurants, and more, Penn Central is the place to go for all your shopping and entertainment needs. Grab a gourmet grilled cheese at Wonder Lunch, shop the latest trends at Maurice's, find the perfect gift at Gardner Collier, or enjoy a night out with ice cream and retro arcade games at Old School Pinball and Arcade. Penn Central also has numerous public events scheduled throughout the year to provide fun for the whole family. Find them on Facebook to stay up to date with deals and upcoming events. Walk, shop, enjoy. Penn Central Mall.
Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle.
Every morning before my family and I head out the door for the day, we tell each other to be the one. It's a challenge we make to each other to step up and show kindness when we have the opportunity. I'm Mike Sitzma, funeral director here at Bates Funeral Chapel. I see families in some of their toughest times. However, I get to see our community at its best through the outpouring of love and support they show those affected by loss. I challenge you to join me and my family to look for opportunities daily to be the one.
At Gardner Collier Jewelry, our goal has always been to provide you with the very best jewelry for your money. From plain gold wedding bands to the most exquisite diamond ring, Gardner Collier has it. Our huge selection is sure to exceed your expectations, and our service is second to none. From sterling silver fashion jewelry to the one-of-a-kind diamond fashion piece, Gardner Collier can fill your jewelry desires. For the very best value in fine jewelry, choose Gardner Collier, Quincy Place Mall, Ottumwa, and Penn Central Mall, Oskaloosa.
My name is Amanda Seeley, and I've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office for 15 years now. I'm a mother of 3 little boys, and since having them, they've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office in Oski Dental. It's been really seamless. I expected a little few hiccups, but he just has this approach that they're very comfortable again. You're the best! We're gonna shoot for being a lifelong patient.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car, and you want to give them the protection they deserve with home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Call State Farm agent Wendell Campbell at 641-673-4462.
At Mahaska Health, our team is dedicated to caring for you through every season of life. Whether you are in need of a same-day appointment, preparing to expand your family, or about to undergo surgery with our excellent surgical staff, we are dedicated to helping you feel your best, today and every day. Recognized as a top 100 critical access hospital, we are continually driven to enhance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Mahaska Health.
Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good, on or off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab. Kinetic Edge offers friendly and knowledgeable professionals who will get to know you and your goals to help you get back to doing what you love in no time. Find out more at kineticedgept.com.
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Oskaloosa Indians on the Indians Network.
I'm Financial Advisor Jennifer Main.
I'm Financial Advisor Austin Norris.
I'm Financial Advisor Amber Coffey.
I'm Financial Advisor Jason Rosenboom.
I am Financial Advisor Brandon Kane.
I'm Financial Advisor Michael Bush.
Call us today at 1-800-ED-JONES or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
For nearly 40 years, Musco has specialized in the design and manufacture of sports and large area lighting solutions. From neighborhood ball fields to international speedways, Musco is committed to providing cost-effective lighting solutions and services you can rely on. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting, we make it happen.
When he's not nursing residents with special needs, James Passion is improving his family residence. Hillary? When she's not teaching undergrads, she's cooking up fun for Carson and Owen. The local home loan experts at Midwest One help them buy their home, pay down principal, make improvements, and build up equity. Their local mortgage service was so easy and affordable that James and Hillary even referred a friend. For local mortgage service, choose Simply Better Banking from Midwest One.
With 16 bays and several trained technicians, Bill & Ray's operates the finest diesel engine repair and towing service in Southeast Iowa. They perform complete engine repair, electronic diagnostics on all types of engines, drivetrain rebuilding, fleet service, and motor coach repair, along with 24-hour wrecker service with no limit on travel radius. Bill & Ray's will get you back on the road. Bill & Ray's, Highway 23 Oskaloosa, and proud supporter of Oski Indians activities.
Stop out at STEM Garden Center and Nursery for all your outdoor needs. STEM Garden Center will have a fresh supply of a wide variety of fall annuals, perennials, shrubs, and trees to fit any budget. Autumn Acres will be open Saturday, September 21st, and be open each Friday evening and Saturday through October 26th. Autumn Acres has family fun for everyone, so stop out at STEM Garden Center and Nursery and experience autumn.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
If you want to save more,
If you want a butcher who knows more,
If you want fewer aisles and more value,
less quantity, more quality,
if you want more of this,
and this.
and this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
Rest easy. State Farm agent Wendell Campbell is there for you. Call 641-673-4462 today for the service you deserve.
You're sure to save big at Hy-Vee now that hundreds of items are on low price lockdown and price decline. Lockdown prices won't change unless they are lowered, and any item marked with a red arrow means you will save big. Come get deals on seasonal items already on your list at Hy-Vee, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
Come experience Penn Central Mall. With a variety of shops, services, restaurants, and more, Penn Central is the place to go for all your shopping and entertainment needs. Grab a gourmet grilled cheese at Wanderlunch, shop the latest trends at Maurice's, find the perfect gift at Gardner Collier, or enjoy a night out with ice cream and retro arcade games at Old School Pinball and Arcade. Penn Central also has numerous public events scheduled throughout the year to provide fun for the whole family. Find them on Facebook to stay up to date with deals and upcoming events. Walk, shop, enjoy. Penn Central Mall.
Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle.
Every morning before my family and I head out the door for the day, we tell each other to be the one. It's a challenge we make to each other to step up and show kindness when we have the opportunity. I'm Mike Sitzma, funeral director here at Bates Funeral Chapel. I see families in some of their toughest times. However, I get to see our community at its best through the outpouring of love and support they show those affected by loss. I challenge you to join me and my family to look for opportunities daily to be the one.
At Gardner Collier Jewelry, our goal has always been to provide you with the very best jewelry for your money. From plain gold wedding bands to the most exquisite diamond ring, Gardner Collier has it. Our huge selection is sure to exceed your expectations, and our service is second to none. From sterling silver fashion jewelry to the one-of-a-kind diamond fashion piece, Gardner Collier can fill your jewelry desires. For the very best value in fine jewelry, choose Gardner Collier, Quincy Place Mall, Ottumwa, and Penn Central Mall, Oskaloosa.
My name is Amanda Seeley, and I've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office for 15 years now. I'm a mother of 3 little boys, and since having them, they've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office in Oski Dental. It's been really seamless. I expected a little few hiccups, but he just has this approach that they're very comfortable again. You're the best! We're gonna shoot for being a lifelong patient.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Call State Farm agent Wendell Campbell at 641-673-4462.
At Mahaska Health, our team is dedicated to caring for you through every season of life. Whether you are in need of a same-day appointment, preparing to expand your family, or about to undergo surgery with our excellent surgical staff, we are dedicated to helping you feel your best, today and every day. Recognized as a top 100 critical access hospital, we are continually driven to enhance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Mahaska Health.
Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good, on or off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab. Kinetic Edge offers friendly and knowledgeable professionals who will get to know you and your goals to help you get back to doing what you love in no time. Find out more at kineticedgept.com.
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Oskaloosa Indians on the Indians Network.
I'm financial advisor Jennifer Main.
I'm financial advisor Austin Norris.
I'm financial advisor Amber Coffey.
I'm financial advisor Jason Rosenboom.
I am financial advisor Brandon Kane.
I'm financial advisor Michael Bush.
Call us today at 1-800-ED-JONES or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
For nearly 40 years, Musco has specialized in the design and manufacture of sports and large area lighting solutions. From neighborhood ball fields to international speedways, Musco is committed to providing cost-effective lighting solutions and services you can rely on. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting, we make it happen.
When he's not nursing residents with special needs, James Passion is improving his family residence. Hillary? When she's not teaching undergrads, she's cooking up fun for Carson and Owen. The local home loan experts at Midwest One help them buy their home, pay down principal, make improvements, and build up equity. Their local mortgage service was so easy and affordable that James and Hillary even referred a friend. For local mortgage service, choose Simply Better Banking from Midwest One.
With 16 bays and several trained technicians, Bill & Ray's operates the finest diesel engine repair and towing service in Southeast Iowa. They perform complete engine repair, electronic diagnostics on all types of engines, drivetrain rebuilding, fleet service, and motor coach repair, along with 24-hour wrecker service with no limit on travel radius. Bill & Ray's will get you back on the road. Bill & Ray's, Highway 23 Oskaloosa, and proud supporter of Oski Indians activities.
Stop out at STEM Garden Center and Nursery for all your outdoor needs. STEM Garden Center will have a fresh supply of a wide variety of fall annuals, perennials, shrubs, and trees to fit any budget. Autumn Acres will be open Saturday, September 21st, and be open each Friday evening and Saturday through October 26th. Autumn Acres has family fun for everyone, so stop out at STEM Garden Center and Nursery and experience autumn.
The Indians Network starts now. Brought to you by Fairway, Gardner Collier, STAM, William Penn University, Kinetic Edge, Mahaska Health, Wood Iron Grill, Musco, Craig Ford, Penn Central Mall, Edward Jones, Midwest One, Plow Valve, Oski Dental, Bill & Ray's, Bates Funeral Chapel, Penn Central Eye Clinic, Community First Credit Union, and Wendell Campbell of State Farm. Get ready for Oskaloosa High School sports on the Indians Network. Live sports. Local content. Student-run broadcasts. MCG, Oskaloosa News, and Thunder Country KIIC bring you the Indians Network. Presented by Craig Ford.
No.
The Indians Networks.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Lacey Community Stadium here in Oskaloosa as we head into Week 4 of high school football Friday night. It's another beautiful Friday night, warm, muggy, and a little breezy here as we head into Week 4 of high school football. Tonight, Oskaloosa 2-1 on the season, coming off their big road win last week, 44-20 at Fairfield, takes on Norwalk, who also comes in 2-1 on the season, and they're coming off a big win last week at Pella, winning 27-9 and beating Pella in Pella, something that has not been done for quite a few years. And Norwalk did that last week with a 27-9 win. Final non-district game of the year as well for Oskaloosa, as next week, homecoming, we begin district play and welcome in Grinnell. So it's Oski and Norwalk coming up. We'll take a quick break to hear from our title sponsor, Craig Ford, and our pregame sponsor, Mahaska.
Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle.
Go Hawks! Go Cyclones!
Go to Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa for all things black and gold and cardinal and gold. It's one of the largest collections of sports gear for both teams anywhere in the state. Mahaska Drug has it all. It's a fun store to shop, loaded with ideas to make life a little entertaining, a little more enjoyable, and it's all in one store.
Hawkeyes! Cyclones! Hawkeyes! Cyclones!
Let everyone know with Hawkeye and Cyclone merchandise from Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's big, really big.
Number 11.
Whether you have
to Lacey Community Stadium in Oskaloosa, as Oskaloosa Indians football is on the air on the Indians Network, a partnership between MCG, Thunder Country, KIIC, also Oski News, in cooperation with the OVP Oskaloosa Video Production class at Oskaloosa Community High School. Welcome to the Wood Iron Grill Press Box. It is a hot Wood Iron Grill Press Box here tonight as we're in week 4 of the season, and normally temperatures have started cooling down. It's more fall-like by now, but definitely not the case tonight as we get close to kickoff. Once the sun goes down, it'll be pretty comfortable, but man, I'm telling you what, during pregame warm-ups, it is pretty warm and muggy here in Oskaloosa. My name is Jamie Brockman. Joining me in the booth is Doug DeCock, and down on the Oskaloosa Indians sideline on our wireless mic is Coach Jay Harms. We'll be checking in with him throughout the night on penalties and injuries and big plays and things like that, and he'll also talk with Coach Jenkins at halftime and postgame as well. Norwalk coming in tonight. Oskaloosa coming off a big win last week, Doug, and a win they needed after things just not going right at all the week prior at Washington, suffering a 50-point loss. And granted, Fairfield certainly not one of the tougher teams we're going to face all year long. They really didn't bring a big challenge to the table, but Oski did what they needed to do, 44-20 win last week.
Yeah, they did. And first of all, good evening, everybody. It's as Jamie mentioned, I wouldn't call it a beautiful night tonight because I'm not a big fan of all this heat, but Oskaloosa did do what they needed to, and I think the coaches changed up the practice routine before last week, and as far as I know, they were going to stick with it. They were going to do a little more hitting, working on tackling, and basically just trying to toughen up a little bit in preparation for the rest of the season. It's time. Now is the time. You're playing a good Norwalk team, as you mentioned, that come off a big win at Pella, the first home loss for Pella since 2011, I think is what I heard, and they really put it on them, 27-9. So this is a good Norwalk team coming in here. I don't know if they're that good. I think there were some things that happened over there in that Pella game, that some injuries possibly, that may have helped swing that game a little bit. But I look for Oskaloosa to make another step in the right direction. After tonight, we're going to kind of know where the Indians stand. Are they going to be a threat to Pella District, or are they going to be kind of on the outside looking in here? Because Grinnell and Newton look like two other good teams, and Knoxville is 3-0 going into tonight. So they're looking to go 4-0 playing against Sheraton, and that's our district along with South Tama. So it's after tonight the real show starts, and you got to win your district to assure yourself of getting in the playoffs.
Absolutely. Well, we said Norwalk is 2-1. They opened the season with a big win over Indianola, 26-3. They then lost a nail biter to DCG, 27-21, and last week beat Pella 27-9. Oskaloosa also 2-1, opening the season with a win at home over Pella Christian. Last 2 weeks on the road, a big loss at Washington, and then a big win at Fairfield. You look at the statistics of these two teams, and they are almost identical. I mean, really, it's almost like a mirror of each other. Norwalk in the air is 33 of 75, 477 yards, averaging about 14.5 yards per completion. They've thrown 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. On the ground, they've rushed 114 times, 421 yards. Not a very strong ground game in the first 3 games for Norwalk on paper, only averaging about 4 yards a carry, and they've scored 4 touchdowns on the rushing side. So they're averaging around just under 300 yards a game. Now, Oskaloosa, again, these numbers are almost identical. Will Schultz in the Oski passing game is 40 of 76 through the air, 514 yards, about a 13-yard per completion average, 3 touchdowns, 5 total interceptions, 99 rushing attempts for 396 yards, about a 4-yard average, so we're equal there, and 6 touchdowns on the ground. And we're averaging right just over 300 yards a game, so we're just about dead even when you compare all these statistics across the board. I think it's going to come down to the 2 quarterbacks and how they play tonight. I really do. You've got the senior, Zach Marker for Norwalk, and the sophomore, Will Schultz for Oskaloosa. Both of them are running threats, and both of them will throw the football. And they both got some weapons to throw to when they go downfield. So I really think it's going to be how well does the quarterback manage the game, and obviously it comes down to line play, too, for what the quarterback can do on the run. But I think it's going to come down to the quarterbacks making big plays tonight on both sides.
Yeah, and I kind of agree with you, but our offense really hasn't been, it's moved the ball. It's been fairly consistent this year, and Schultz has done a good job, but it's going to be, once again, this game's going to be taking care of the ball. You can't let Norwalk have short fields. And Norwalk, they'll like to go short, and then try to hit you on a seam route for a big bomb. So they'll pack, and then try to go deep with one, and you got to always be on your toes for that. Our safeties are going to get tested tonight, and our both our corners and safeties, and our linebackers have got to get out on the backs on the swing passes. Norwalk likes to throw it around.
They do, and the quarterback likes to scramble, too. And I understand against Pella, he was all over the field. He would come, rolling to the one side and then switch direction, clear back across the field to the other side, and then find a receiver downfield. And so I know that Coach Jenkins on the defensive side is really spying Zach Marker, the quarterback. And we have one player that on every single play is going to be spying the quarterback, and that is his job, is you spy the quarterback. And if he runs, you go get him. If he scrambles, you pressure him. They're not going to let Zach Marker take over this football game. That's their plan.
And that person is going to change, I assume.
Yeah. A lot of times it's probably going to be Wyatt Creer, I think, because you want a speedy guy. And then I think you're going to see some of our linebackers probably fill that role a little bit too. And there's going to be 3 or 4 different guys that get that assignment throughout the night. But they're going to keep a close eye on Zach Marker, the quarterback. That makes
sense. A lot of times you'll see teams just put, one guy here, that's your guy.
Yep.
And then if you're a good offensive coordinator, you find out, he's going to vacate that area if the quarterback leaves, and that spot's going to be open. So I think that's a good tactic to switch off who's spying him, but somebody's got to spy him every time.
Absolutely. Zach Marker is he's the leading passer, obviously, as the quarterback, but he's also the leading rusher for Norwalk, 71 carries, 262 yards, 4 touchdowns. And there's only 3 different players that have carried the football on the ground for Norwalk. Marker, by far, the most effective. Oskaloosa led on the ground by Tyler Miller. What a game last week. 4 touchdowns for Tyler Miller, 3 rushing and 1 punt return. But he's carried 43 times this year, 227 yards and 5 touchdowns. Will Schultz, also 43 carries, 140 yards, and a touchdown. Leading receiver for Norwalk is Ethan Carlson. I'm sure they'll look to him a lot tonight. He's got 11 catches, 196 yards, 4 touchdowns. He had 6 catches for 72 yards and 2 touchdowns in the win over Pella last week. Chase McKinney, 4 catches, 133 yards and 2 touchdowns. Nick Marker, 9 catches, 86 yards. The leading receivers for Norwalk. Oskaloosa led by Isaac Schultz, 8 catches, 132 yards this year and a touchdown. Tyler Miller, last year's leading receiver, 11 catches, 118 yards and a touchdown. Noah Van Veldhuizen has caught a few. Aaron Blom returned to the lineup last week, caught 4 passes for 55 yards, so we use him a bit as well. Wyatt Creer, 6 catches, 49 yards, including the first touchdown of the year against Pella Christian earlier this season. Cale Holmberg's caught a few, so is Cooper Spry. So we've got a lot of different guys to choose from, depending on what set Coach Dowd goes with offensively. Aaron Blom, of course, huge weapon on special teams, and he was 3 for 3 on field goals a week ago, including a 46-yard field goal. He had a 34, 37, and 46-yard field goal last week, all straight through the uprights and good by 10-plus yards. And he was 5 for 5 on extra point attempts. And then we were watching in warm-ups, and it looks like maybe they're going to put Aaron Blom in punting tonight. And he's got a good leg there, too. He was booming punts in pregame.
Yeah, he was, time heals them ankle sprains, and here we are another week. So if he can get through this week, then he'll get, he should be full bore by next week, and he's probably pretty close to full speed right now. The one thing we hadn't also noticed here in warm-ups is that Noah Van Veldhuizen, number 87 for Oskaloosa, looks like he has a little hitch in his giddy-up, I guess you could say, and we'll have to keep an eye on that as the night progresses. It looks like the Bobby Opheim looked like to me was going to get the start again tonight. He had a great week last week at Fairfield, brought some energy to the game, penetrated the gaps. He's undersized, and there's some big boys on this Norwalk thing, but you got to do your job and stay in your lane sometimes, but Opheim certainly did a good job last week against Fairfield.
Yes, he absolutely did, and he's not in the starting lineup I was given by Coach Jenkins yesterday, but I'm not sure that was completely updated either from their original two-deep roster. But, he's definitely going to be on the field tonight, whether he starts or not, Bobby Opheim. So, again, it's Oskaloosa hosting Norwalk tonight here at Lacey Community Stadium. 2-1 both teams. Final game before district play. Homecoming coming up next week for Oskaloosa. Another big game against Grinnell. So, hopefully the Indians can pull out a win tonight here over Norwalk and move to 3-1 on the season. You're watching Oski Football on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. Our pregame is powered by Mahaska Drug. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout, and when we come back, I had a chance yesterday to sit down, as I do every week, with Oskaloosa head football coach Jake Jenkins, and we'll hear what the head coach has to say about the team and tonight's matchup coming up.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
If you want to save more.
If you want a butcher who knows more.
If you want fewer aisles and more value.
Less quantity, more quality.
If you want more of this.
And this.
And this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
Rest easy. State Farm agent Wendell Campbell is there for you. Call 641-673-4462 today for the service you deserve.
You're sure to save big at Hy-Vee now that hundreds of items are on low price lockdown and price decline. Lockdown prices won't change unless they are lowered, and any item marked with a red arrow means you will save big. Come get deals on seasonal items already on your list at Hy-Vee, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it. Clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about, but at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
Come experience Penn Central Mall. With a variety of shops, services, restaurants, and more, Penn Central is the place to go for all your shopping and entertainment needs. Grab a gourmet grilled cheese at Wonder Lunch, shop the latest trends at Maurice's, find the perfect gift at Gardner Collier, or enjoy a night out with ice cream and retro arcade games at Old School Pinball and Arcade. Penn Central also has numerous public events scheduled throughout the year to provide fun for the whole family. Find them on Facebook to stay up to date with deals and upcoming events. Walk, shop, enjoy. Penn Central Mall.
Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle.
Welcome back to our pregame coverage presented by Mahaska Drug. Jamie Brockman visiting right now with Oskaloosa head football coach Jake Jenkins. The Indians 2-1 after a big win last week on the road at Fairfield. And first of all, Coach, had to feel good after what happened the week before that to go back on the road and be able to dominate like you did.
Absolutely. Second week was not what we had in mind, but these things happen and it happens to everybody. So you just gotta, how are you going to respond? Are we going to sit there and point fingers, or are we going to say, what are we doing right, and then what do we need to fix, and then try to fix those things? So we really changed things for our practice, and the whole week was different, and our guys, they responded really well to those changes, and I felt like we went into that game really ready to play.
Yeah, I mean, less than a minute in the game, you're already up 7-0 on the interception by Reed Brown, and obviously that helps, gives you a little comfort right off the bat. But I thought all three areas, offense, defense, special teams, all came through. Let's talk about the defense. I know that's your specialty and what you head up, and you weren't happy with the performance at Washington.
Correct.
Made some changes, and your guys held them to 32 yards in the first half.
Yeah, and we did. We made some good adjustments. Mainly, I know it sounds stupid, but you got to be on the same page. And so we communicated well. We got lined up, and then after that, you got to play hard, and then the fundamentals come into place. Washington, we had a communication breakdown, so it's something we really focused on, and I felt like we fixed. But in order to change a habit, it's going to take 30 days to 45 days, and so we did it right for a week, and so we're harping on them this week too about it. But yesterday we had a good practice, a lot of communication, great film session, lots and lots of talking, and it all starts there. So yeah, overall very happy, especially with the first half.
So obviously coming off a win like that, everybody's in a little better mood and feeling a little more confident in themselves and each other. So have you seen that this week in practice?
Oh yeah, and yesterday we had a storm pop up right before practice, and it was moving toward us, and we're watching it, and we do the lightning roll and all that stuff, and we were able to turn it up for like 10-15 minutes. We were doing some live tackling, then we were going to get into practice lightning strikes. So we go inside, and so then we do our film sessions, offense and defense. We split, and we have like an hour-and-a-half film session. And we're sitting there waiting for it to pass, and it's almost completely over. And then all of a sudden, the locker room's like silent. And so we're like, okay, we got an hour before we got to be out of here. Either the guys left and went home, or they're outside ready to go. And it's kind of funny, you turn around the corner, and all the guys were standing on the field, full pads, ready to go. And so no one said anything. They just went out there like, we want to play. And so they're excited about the game. They're excited about playing. They don't want to go home. They want to sit and play. So it was exciting. It was a good practice yesterday.
Absolutely. Well, good. Well, obviously this week you get to come back home, first of all, after 2 road games. So that's nice. You get the home atmosphere and excitement and a little more relaxed, if you will, not having to take the bus ride and so forth. And you got Norwalk coming in. And Norwalk, this is your final non-district game. And Norwalk is coming off a big win at Pella, something that hasn't happened in a while, Pella losing at home.
Yeah, they haven't lost at home in the regular season since 2008.
Yeah.
I heard that on the radio, and I thought, geez. And that's, it's a credit to them and their coaches and everything, what they've been able to do. But Norwalk's a good team. Paul Patterson has a quality program, and year in and year out, they're tough, and they have really good numbers, and they're one of the biggest schools in Class 3A. And so they went after them, and they had a vendetta against Pella. They wanted to get after them and beat them. They played really well. They played hard, and they have a lot of speed. So we watched a lot of that film. We've been breaking things down, and we've game planned based off of what we've seen in the first 3 weeks. And we're definitely going to have some challenges, but we also think that we found some weaknesses.
And, of course, when you talk about Little Hawkeye Conference, Oski and Norwalk kind of becoming rivals here the last few years with big-time matchups in basketball and baseball, softball, and other sports. But I imagine they're coming. They want to keep the streak going and keep their momentum going. You guys want to pick up a win at home and take that into district play the following week. So let's break down Norwalk. What do they do so well? Let's start offensively. What things do they bring to the table?
Well, they have a really good quarterback, and they're a spread-type team, so they're going to have similar formation, 2x2 sets, 3x1 sets, empty sets where they're just 5 wide. They want to throw the ball all over the place like they did with Brainsfield. And so that quarterback, he's a lot like the Washington quarterback, but he's probably faster. He's not going to try to run through you as much, but he makes guys miss, and he keeps plays alive for a really long time. So look to him to scramble, and those guys that are, the 4x1 guys, they're tracksters that are out there going to turn and scream down the field, and he'll throw 55, 60-yard bombs. And he saw that against Pella, and we saw it against every team that they played. So you got to contain this quarterback who's really shifty, and he's very elusive, and when they spread the ball and throw it all over.
What about defensively?
Well, defensively, we look out there and what are they going to give us? Last year we looked down on the headset and Coach Dowd was slicing and dicing them where they're kind of soft here, they're kind of soft there. There's an opening here, there's an opening there. So it's just like a chess match with Coach Dowd. He's going to see, where are they softest, what are they giving us, and then we're going to try to exploit that. So just like last year, so we have some good notes from last year moving forward and some things we've seen on film. But then again, you got to line up and you got to execute.
Absolutely. Well, how do you compete with their speed? I know that's something that you've told me they bring to the table. They're very fast. So how do you combat that?
You have to do a lot of things. You got to show them a lot of different coverages. If you sit in one cover, they're going to sit there and go, the safety's here, the safety's there, and this is what we need to do to hurt them. We got to disguise. We can't let them know what we're in, and we got to run a whole bunch of different coverages to their different sets, and you got to disguise really well. And then you have to do the fundamentals. The corner play is essential. You got to be on point with that. You got to slow guys down. You got to reroute them. You got to get hands on. You cannot let these guys run their routes full speed downfield because they're really dangerous.
Well, let's talk more about Oskaloosa now and some of the specifics from last week. 2 weeks ago, penalties killed us. Probably still had too many penalties last week.
Yeah.
Didn't hurt us as bad, but how do you feel about that coming along?
It's getting better. We run for penalties, and so after we're done, we run a lot on Mondays. We run 3:30s, and then we do down-ups, and then we go run for those penalties. We go through and we watch the film, and there's like 11 penalties last week. We said 7 were legitimate, and we're not sitting here pointing fingers at refs and things like. If we can't see it, we're not going to penalize our guys for that. And of those 7, there were probably 3 or 4 that were 100%. Yeah, that was a penalty for sure. The other one's a little touchy, but hey, that's their call. So they were a little bit touchy. I'm glad in a way, though, that we're getting after people. We're being physical. I want to be tough. I want to be physical. I don't want to be stupid. I don't want the late hits. I don't want any cheap shots or anything like that. But I do want our guys to play hard, and if they play fast, and sometimes you're going to have penalties that happen as a byproduct of that. So I can live with a lot of the penalties that happen. There's a couple that we had some conversations about, though.
Well, we talked defensively. You held them to 32 yards in the first half. They did move the ball better in the second half, but just a great way to bounce back after the previous week performance. So what were you most impressed with defensively?
We talked to each other. We were looking to the sideline. We didn't have blown coverages. I mean, there were so many blown coverages in week 2. I was pulling my hair out. I was like, this is what I put on the field. This is the best product we could. It was embarrassing, and I was very frustrated, mainly with myself, because I thought we were way further along than where we were. And so just to communicate and get back to our roots, and Coach Dowd and I were driving home on the bus, talking a little bit after the game, and he just looked over and he's like, Coach, we look like us tonight. And I said, I agree. I go, we get lined up and we play hard, and we're going to be a tough team. And so week 2 happened, and sometimes a tough loss is just as good as a bad win. And we had both of those things to start the year off. So the bad win didn't really give us an indicator of where we were, and then the really tough loss maybe was a wake-up call. Man, we got to take 10 steps forward before next week, or we're going to get beat again. And so I think we did, but there's always room for improvement, and we have a much tougher opponent this week in Norwalk, who's on a roll right now, and just took care of one of our rivals, Pella. So we're looking forward to a great game, a great challenge.
Talk about some of the changes that you made lineup-wise. We talked about that in the pregame last week, and I think every change you made stood out in that game at Fairfield, whether it was the guys going just one way or new guys in this position or that position.
We ask a lot of our guys, and even a one-way player, like if you're going to start and play every single play, whether it's on offense or defense, it's tough to do, especially if you're going to go with that 100% max effort and dominate the game. So we took a couple of guys who are our best linemen and we said, you're going to focus on defense this week, and you're not going to come off the game on defense, but you're also not going to play on the offensive line. Guys like Kenny Satimi and Colton Butler, they mainly focused on one side of the ball opposed to 2, to where it's a lot more physically and mentally demanding. And so we thought, you know what, let's split the 2 bigs and let one go on D, one go on O, and then we're going to find other guys that are literally chomping at the bit, cannot wait to get a chance to go on the varsity field. So it gave them a chance to play, and they were fresh and ready to go. So I think we did make some good choices with that. So I'm happy to see what we can do moving forward with that, and other young guys are stepping up.
One guy that stood out last week that was new in the lineup was Bobby Opheim, and he's just a little guy, but he's stocky and he's built like a rock, and he made plays.
I agree. So on the D line, when we're 4 down, we have the 3 guys with Noah Van Veldhuizen, and we have Walker Newman, and we have Kenny Satimi, and then the 4th. Has been Butler, and he can still go in there. But like I said, to keep everybody fresh and to really dominate the line, we said we're going to split that one position like 4 ways. And guys that are fresh, that are ready to go. And if they're not, we got to get them off the field. So we really split it between 4 guys. And then Bobby was one that really stood out and did a good job. Guys like Westerkamp are always ready to go and have a good motor. We just want guys that are going to go really hard all the time.
Yep. Aaron Blom returned. That was good to see. Obviously, the impact of the kicking game big with 3 field goals and I don't know how many touchbacks, but several. And then his presence was obviously felt on defense as well. Mm-hmm. So now we go into week 4, week 5, really, if you want to break it down. And how's the health of the team now? Is it getting better? Are you getting guys back?
There was a lot of sickness last week, and then even into the week before. We have some injuries. A couple guys coming off of concussions. We have a knee injury, and we have a couple other guys that are out for various reasons, like a separated shoulder. I would say so. We do have a few injuries, not more than normal, not less. It's pretty right around the average, I guess you could say. So we need those guys back. Yes. Do we want them back right now? Yes. But ultimately, their health's the most important thing. So we're just following protocol, and we hope we get them back. We just need them 100% before they step on the field again.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations on the win last week, and good luck this week. Go
Appreciate
get Norwalk.
Thank you very much.
That is Oskaloosa head football coach Jake Jenkins joining us here on our pregame, powered by Mahaska Drug. I want to thank OVP students for helping out on the filming today and the editing, and we will be back with more of our pregame, powered by Mahaska Drug, including your starting lineups and kickoff coming up here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. All right, we are back here in the Wood Iron Grill press box live on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. Thank you to Coach Jake Jenkins for talking with me yesterday, and also to OVP students Isaac Schultz and Hunter Brown, who were running the camera and audio for us on that interview yesterday. We're moments away here from the opening kick. We've already done the national anthem, and we're going to go down to the sideline right now, where Coach Jay Harms is standing by with our wireless mic. And first of all, Coach, tell us about the coin toss.
Yeah, we had the coin toss earlier, guys. They'll go out and kind of go through the prelims here, but we did win the toss. We chose to defer, and we will be defending the south goals. We'll be kicking off here to start this football game tonight. Beautiful conditions down here, guys, tonight. Right now, 83 degrees. And we got winds out of the southeast about 6 miles an hour, and just a beautiful, you guys were talking about being a little hot, I know, up there where you're sitting. She's a little toasty roasty, but I'll tell you what, she's nice down here on the sidelines right now, just talking to Coach Eversmeyer, and he said, man, what a beautiful night to play football. And got a chance also, that's one of the nice things being on the sidelines, guys. Got a chance to talk to an old friend of mine here tonight, that's refereeing. Doug, you might even know him, Joey Townsend, who played at William Penn, running back at William Penn, did a lot of umpiring and officiating when I was coaching girls basketball, and also early in my softball career, umpired a lot of ball games for us here at Oskaloosa. Joey's out here working tonight.
Hey, one other thing, Coach, have you been able to find out anything on Noah Van Veldhuizen?
No, I have not. I'll check on that, guys, and see if I can find something out here and let you know as the game goes on.
All right, thank you. So Jay Harms down there on the Oskaloosa sideline on our wireless mic, and that weather conditions update and report here at kickoff time is presented by Totalscape Lawn Care, Oskaloosa's hometown lawn care company, proudly supporting Oskaloosa Indians activities here on the Indians Network. Totalscape Lawn Care in Oskaloosa. And once again, down in the field, the weather conditions again showing about, as Jay said, about 79, 80 degrees. Humidity's up there pretty high, and a nice breeze at 10 to 15 miles per hour. But if we put a thermometer up here where we're at in the press box, I'll bet you it's triple digits. I'm just guessing right now. So, all right, we are getting ready for kickoff, as Coach Harms mentioned. The Indians won the toss, deferred. Norwalk elected to receive, so Oskaloosa will receive the second half kickoff. And we are set to get going. We're live in the Wood Iron Grill press box here at Lacey Community Stadium in Oskaloosa with Doug DeCock. I'm Jamie Brockman. Coach Jay Harms on the sideline. Host of OVP students running the broadcast for you tonight on the producing and directing side and audio side. Always do a great job. All right, we're underway. The opening kickoff sails through the end zone for Norwalk, so it's a touchback, and Oskaloosa will start first and 10 at their own 20. Here is the starting lineup for Oskaloosa offensively. The center is Gavin Higgins, a 6'1", 250-pound junior. Left guard is Cale Bollinger, 5'11", 200-pound junior. Right guard is Nick Thomas, a 6', 250-pound junior. And
is that the defense?
No, that's the offense.
We're on defense here.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Here we go.
We'll fix that. So we'll give you the Norwalk
offense. I don't
offense.
know if yours is correct because Oppenheim is in there.
Well, I'll just change it. So here we go. First offensive play of the game for Norwalk. Fake the handoff. Quarterback tried to keep it. He is stuffed for a loss by the front line of the Oski defense at the 17-yard line. That is a loss of 3 for Norwalk. So here's the Norwalk offense. The center is Noah Jones. He's a senior. The left guard is Sam Hester, a junior. Right guard is Caleb There's no light up here either.
Well, there's going to be.
Greenslit, thank you. Greenslit, he's a junior. Left side is Logan Black, a senior, and Sam Hester, a senior. The running back will be Dante Manuel. The wide receivers are Brett Dawson, Ethan Carlson, Chase McKinney, and Nick Marker. And the quarterback is Zach Marker for Norwalk.
Well, Jamie, the first two plays, Oskaloosa's front line really holding on there and doing a good job. So that brings up a third down and long here, 9 yards for the Warriors on their first possession.
Oski defense up front is Kenny Satimi, Cale Bollinger are the tackles and guard, and then the defensive end is Noah Van Veldhuizen on one side, Walker Newman on the other.
No, we lined up in the neutral zone. We're going to get a penalty, offside penalty here against Oskaloosa. That's going to make it 3rd and 4 now.
Yeah, those are the kind of mistakes, guys. You know, when you're playing a team like this, just can't make those mistakes, even though it's early in the ball game. And now you've made that 3rd and long, third and very manageable.
Coach, you were right. You're right on the line. Could you see it too?
I saw him pull the flag right away, but I couldn't see where we had lined up.
Linebackers for Oski are Cody Gunn, Aaron Blom, Tyler Miller. And the safeties are Wyatt Creer and Reed Brown. Cornerbacks are Isaac Schultz and Mason Ford. There's a long pass for Norwalk. It was open at the 35-yard line, but they can't connect. Incomplete, which is going to bring up a 4th down for Norwalk. That's a big missed opportunity there for the Warriors because that could have been 6 easily.
Yeah, he broke open there. Cody Gunn on the coverage. Oskaloosa did not get very good pressure on the quarterback there. They were only rushing 4. They didn't bring a linebacker or anything, but all in all, a good first series for the Indians here. They're looking at a 4 and out for Norwalk.
Yeah, we should have good field position here if Tyler does a good job here fielding this punt.
Yeah, just catch it in the air. Don't let it hit here. You got to watch. You still have to watch the fake.
So here comes the punt, and he shanked
Bad.
it. This is a big break
for Oskaloosa. He's going too far. That should be at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, he's coming. Well, now he's going to back up.
He needs to keep going. Keep going. Keep going. There you go.
Yeah, he's going to spot it at about the 37-yard line. Good eyes, Doug.
Yeah, he shanked that one bad.
All right, big break for Oskaloosa. So here is the starting offense for Oskaloosa. Gavin Higgins, our center. Left guard is Cale Bollinger. The right guard is Nick Thomas. Left tackle is Colton Butler. The right tackle, Noah Ide. The fullback or tailback is Tyler Miller. Aaron Blom also in the backfield. And then your slot back is Wyatt Creer. Tight end will be Noah Van Veldhuizen. Wide receiver, Isaac Schultz. And, of course, the quarterback is sophomore Will Schultz. So here we go. 1st and 10 Oskaloosa. Great starting field position here on their opening drive at the 37-yard line of Norwalk. Fake handoff. Will Schultz rolls right. It's open at the 25-yard line, and it is caught.
Well, nice play call there. And, getting up slow now. Who caught that?
I don't have my program out. Who's number 3, guys?
That's Blom,
Aaron Blom.
And that's that ankle.
Oh, golly.
Dang it. Yeah, Schultz rolled right, Will did, and Blom was running a little out route. And,
Here's the replay.
I don't know if we want to see this. If it looks like his left ankle.
Replay powered by Salvage Designs. You'll see it on your screen here in a moment. We'll see if we can look at the injury. Well, there you see Aaron Blom down on the field, and the trainer's out there to look him over.
Yeah, it's his left ankle, and that looks like the one that was taped. Darn it. This is not good for Oskaloosa right now on the first play of the game. And, if you looked at this game coming in, the odds were Norwalk was a big favorite, but I felt like they were going to come in here hungover.
No, Blom, looked like he was going to hop up.
Yeah, he's hurt. No, it's that ankle. But, they got a big win at Pella last week. I kind of felt like they'd come in here with a little bit of a hangover from that win and not be quite as fired up, and Oskaloosa was going to step it up tonight, and that's kind of what we're seeing here early.
Here we see Aaron Blom up. He is putting weight on the ankle, but you can see very gingerly. I rather doubt, looking at that we may see Aaron Blom back tonight, but we'll see.
Well, his right ankle is all taped up. I wonder if this is his good ankle. Yeah, he's not moving very well.
No. He's determined to walk off, but now you see a couple players coming out going to help him and give him some assistance off the field here for one of the captains on the team, the senior Aaron Blom. Missed the first 2 games this year with a bum ankle that he injured in the scrimmage at Ottumwa. Came back last week, had a big game, 5 for 5 extra points, 3 field goals, numerous touchbacks on the kickoffs. And now on the first offensive play of the game, Blom, with another ankle injury, is being helped to the sideline.
Actually,
Well,
Coach, he has them both taped. They're both taped.
Wow. Could I don't know. Maybe that's an unfortunate injury right off the bat.
Well, he did catch the pass for 11 yards from Schultz.
Slow developing run play there to Miller, and Norwalk's right there to stop it for no gain.
So it'll bring up a 2nd and 10. By the way, our producer on the broadcast tonight, OVP students, Camden Silver is producing, and the director is Zach Pearsall. Okay, and on the instant replay tonight, running the replays is Max Orduna. Camera 1, we've got Haven Wiley, Andres Chavez, Devin Allen, and Kaiden Young. Camera 2, you've got Brennan Shaw, Mason Meter, Sean Hafner, and Emma Lynn. And camera 3, Kyle Hoyt, Tyler Hurl, and Holden Hacker. I apologize if I said some of those names wrong, but that's your crew tonight from OVP that is producing, directing, and filming our broadcast.
So illegal procedure there against the Oskaloosa offensive line is going to mark them back 5 more, so they're looking at 2nd down and 15 now.
Yeah, and they got, of course, Jensko down here kicking to the net, getting ready. Did a nice job that first, few weeks when he had to kick, so we'll definitely need him again here tonight.
Here is Schultz. He was looking, I think, to throw, then takes off straight up the middle. He's across the 30 and wrestled down at the 27-yard line. That's a 5-yard gain for Will Schultz. And that's going to bring up a 3rd
and 10.
3rd and 10 for Oskaloosa, 3rd and long.
And if Aaron Blom's healthy, I think you're almost in field goal range, but since he's not, you're in 2-down territory now.
Well, with Blom, you're absolutely in field goal territory here. It'd be about a 44-yarder. Will Schultz looking to throw. Now he's rushed, rolling to the right, under pressure, throws, and coming back and making the catch at the 15-yard line.
First down. What a throw by Schultz, rolling to his right, throwing across his body. And
yeah, he got a first down. Yep, he's where he marked it.
Got a nice mark on that.
Under pressure and all, Will Schultz.
Who caught that?
Van Veldhuizen.
Okay, nice catch by Van Veldhuizen. Coming back to the ball, and the Indians have their 2nd first down here in the first quarter.
Going to give him 12 yards on that connection to Noah.
Yeah, 2 big 3rd down plays here in this drive.
So you got Creer and Miller in the backfield, Schultz in the pistol.
First down and 10, Oskaloosa. They are in the Eye Care Partners red zone. For all your eye care needs, see Dr. Jim Ells and his staff at Eye Care Partners, located in Penn Central Mall, Oskaloosa. Indians operating inside that Eye Care Partners red zone at the 17-yard line, and they swing it out to Wyatt Creer on the left-hand side, but it closes quick, and Creer is wrapped up for a 3-yard loss.
Well, that play goes big if there's a block made there on the outside. And I mentioned it last week. I understand it's tough to block guys in the open field, but if we get a body in front of that guy, that's 7 or 6.
2nd down and 14. They're going to call it a 4-yard loss just across the 20-yard line, just outside that Eye Care Partner red zone. Van Veldhuizen split wide left. 2 to the right. Miller in motion. Snap to Schultz. Schultz sets up and throws. He's looking to his brother Isaac at the goal line, and it's batted away from behind, incomplete. Isaac kind of became a defender on that one there at the goal line to avoid a possible interception.
Oh, yeah. And Will
just got a late flag here, guys. Came in.
Oh, roughing the passer. Holding
against Oskaloosa.
Yeah, Will was kind of locked in on him there. He's got to be careful on that, because that D-back steps up a couple steps, and that's an easy interception for him.
So it's going to be 3rd and even longer now for Oskaloosa.
They declined
the penalty.
Wow. I'm not sure that I agree with that call. Because we'd be looking at, a 38-yarder for a field goal. Jensko made a 31-yarder, if I'm not mistaken, earlier in the year.
Yes, he did.
So, but that one did not have a lot behind it. That's what was about the max. I think if he hits it really good, he could make it from 38.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 14, Oskaloosa from the 21-yard line of Norwalk. Schultz drops back to throw. He does. It is caught at the 10-yard line. That's Noah Van Veldhuizen once again. So he was limping around very noticeably in the pregame. Looks to be moving pretty well here, though, with 2 big catches on this drive for Oskaloosa. Noah Van Veldhuizen.
Man, does Schultz look good sitting back there throwing the ball, and Oskaloosa is going to go ahead and try to put some points on the board. I like it.
Noah, 2 catches, 23 yards on this drive. And Will Schultz with an 11, 12, and 11-yard completion, and then a 3-yard loss on the swing pass. So Oskaloosa is going to kick the field goal here from the 10-yard line. So it's going to be a 27-yard attempt for Carson Jensko. It is up, it looked like it might have been good, but it was just wide left, I believe.
Yeah, just left. Yep.
So hit it good.
Near miss by Carson Jensko, and the Indians come up with no points on their opening drive. So 6:59 left to go here in the first quarter. No score, Oskaloosa and Norwalk. So Schultz completed to Noah there right before the field goal, just short of the first down.
Well, Schultz has really thrown some nice balls. The only iffy ball he threw was to Ike at the 10-yard line there, or goal line. And good start, though, for the Indians. They got to feel confident here, and they got to keep coming at them.
1st and 10, Norwalk now. And they start at their own 20. It's just like a touchback. They hand it off in the backfield, and he's trying to find an opening on the corner there, and he eventually goes forward to the 25-yard line. He's going to pick up 5 yards. That's Manuel on the carry.
Mason Ford right over there with a nice tackle, but good hard running by the Norwalk back as he picks up 5 yards on first down.
Yeah, it should have been probably about a 2-yard gain. And
yep.
Slipped through a little hole there on the corner for a few extra. So 2nd down and 5, Norwalk from their own 25-yard line. 3 receivers split to the left, 1 to the right. Now motion to the right, shotgun, and it's caught at the 35. He makes a cut, 40, 45, wrapped up by Reed Brown, and he'll fall forward to the 46-yard line. That is a 21-yard pickup and first down for the Warriors.
Boy, we just about knocked that ball down at the line of scrimmage. That might be what we have to do is hit and then read the quarterback's eyes and maybe get our hands up if we're not going to get penetration.
1st and 10, Norwalk now from their own 46-yard line. They keep it on the ground, straight up the middle to midfield, a 4-yard pickup. Manuel again, the ball carrier. So now at midfield, it's going to be 2nd down and 6 for Norwalk. Bobby Opheim on the stop on that front defensive line for Oskaloosa. 5:40 and counting to go here in the opening quarter. No score. 2nd down and 6. Norwalk with trips to the right this time. Shotgun for Marker. And he fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, rolls and throws. It is caught at the 40-yard line, and then he is wrapped up by Reed Brown. And then Colin Snicker and Cody Gunn come over to put the finishing touches on just across the 40 at the 39-yard line. That's another Norwalk first down, 11 yards.
Nice throw by Marker there. And
that was marker to marker, by the way.
Yeah, our safety's got to read a little bit quicker and get up there and pop the ball loose if they're not going to make it. But Norwalk on the march now.
That was Nick Marker on the reception. And quarterback now rolling left, looking to throw. Now he
holding, and that's way back there.
He's across the 45-46, but there is a flag in the backfield.
And that flag is due to quickness. Opheim again just beats his guy off the line, but Tyler Miller was the one who got held, I think, right there. Nope, it was 75 against Walker Newman. And that'll be from the 42, so they'll mark it 10 yards back from there.
Big penalty on Norwalk.
Good job by Newman, just keeping pressure on.
A lot of penalties here in this first quarter on both sides.
Yeah, just watching Aaron Blom down here, guys. She retaped the right ankle. He just tried to run on it and can't go.
No. He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
He's in noticeable pain down there on the trainer's table. So it's going to be a 1st and long here for Norwalk, 1st and 23. As it moves it back into their own territory at the 48-yard line. 3 receivers right, motion to the left, quarterback draw, and he goes across midfield, short gain to the 49, picks up 3. So it'll bring up a 2nd and about 20 to go for Norwalk, now back into Indian territory at the 49-yard line.
Well, I'm impressed so far by the Indians in their ability. They're standing right in there and hanging tough here with Norwalk.
3 right, 2 left for Norwalk. Nobody in the backfield except for Marker, the quarterback. And he feels pressure, rolls to the right, throws. It is caught, 45-40. Cody Gunn will drive him out of bounds at the 36-yard line. That's a 13-yard gain.
Well, they've got Miller spying on Marker there, the quarterback, because he's gone both ways. When he starts to roll out, Miller releases and he goes and gets him. So you have Gunn, Snitker, and Miller at the linebacker position. We got 4 down with Van Veldhuizen, Oppheim, Satimi, and Walker. So 4-3-4. Creer forward on the corners, and Brown back at a safety.
3rd and 7, bad snap. And look at that. Walker Newman wraps him up for a huge loss. Newman with the sack.
All right. So our front line is holding up well against Norwalk right now.
Yeah, they are. I'll tell you what, Walker just about took that snap the other direction as Marker bobbled that one. So it is going to be a 4th and 12. It's a loss of about 5 on the sack. 4th and 12 for Norwalk. Line of scrimmage now, the Oskaloosa 41-yard line, and they are going to go for it.
Well, a quick kick.
Okay, yeah, Marker is the punter.
Let it go. Get in there.
It's over the head of Miller and rolling into the end zone. Touchback, Oskaloosa will get it at their own 20. 2:53 to go in the first quarter. No score. Oski and Norwalk. Oski defense making some big plays here in this opening quarter. See if the offense can match that now. 1st and 10 at their own 20, playing without Aaron Blom, who was injured on the very first play of the game. And watching him down there on the sideline, and he's trying to stay on his feet and walk around with his teammates, but man, he is in a lot of pain.
Yeah, he's going to be, by the looks of it right now, he could be out for a while.
All right, Oskaloosa 1st and 10 at their own 20. They send 2 receivers to each side. Shotgun for Will Schultz. Miller in the backfield. They fake it to Miller. Schultz throws it over to the right side to Creer. And Creer fighting to get to the 25-yard line. Just short of it. Going to be about a 4-yard pickup there.
Well,
Schultz to Creer.
Good hard run by Creer and a good block out there by Schultz. If Schultz doesn't get that block, that's a no-gain play or even a negative yardage play. So good job by Ike in getting that open field block.
Again, 2 receivers to each side. Miller, the lone back in the backfield. Schultz in the shotgun as they look to the sideline for the play call. 2nd down and 6, Oski. Just shy of their own 25-yard line. Straight drop for Will Schultz. He throws. It is caught by Isaac Schultz at the 38-yard line. That's a 13-yard gain, brother to brother.
And that is he had some zip on that baby. And Schultz is really hot right now. He's probably, 6 for 8 or 5 for 7 in passing here in the early going in the first quarter.
I've got him 6 for 6, but the one swing pass went for a loss.
He missed the one. He missed the one at the goal line that got knocked down.
Right.
So,
yeah,
regardless, he's having a great first quarter.
3 receivers left, 1 right. Schultz in the backfield. That is Cale Holmberg in motion. They fake to him. Schultz keeps it himself. He gets through the initial hole. He's at midfield into Norwalk territory. 48-yard line. That's a 13-yard run by the quarterback, Will Schultz.
Excellent misdirection play there. They bring Holmberg in motion. They fake the handoff, and Schultz cuts it up inside the block, and he gets big yardage. And as he usually does, he finishes going forward.
Yeah, real key right now, guys, looking down here is our offensive line, as you've mentioned up there a little bit. Right now, if they can hold that front 4 out for Norwalk and give Will time to throw and then mix the run up, we should be able to move the ball here.
Minute 20 to go in our first quarter. No score. Oskaloosa driving, though. 1st and 10 now in Norwalk territory at the 48-yard line. Holmberg comes in motion to the left side, and they try the swing throw to him, and
incomplete. That's all right, though. That's good.
Yeah, he would have been a loss, so I'll take the incompletion there.
Yeah,
threw it a little bit low, and Holmberg had to try to come back for it, and incomplete.
Well, a nice play call, though. Coach Dowd keeping them honest. They're not able to cheat to one side. They're faking with the motion, and then they're going back. Their defense is shifting all around right now.
2nd down and 10, Oski from the 48 of Norwalk. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Schultz alone in the backfield. He's got time to throw, and he's looking to Tyler Miller. Big collision at the 30, and it's uncatchable over the head of Miller, incomplete. Boy, Tyler took a big hit right there, shoulder hit anyway.
Yeah, that's tough pass.
Yikes.
If you're a receiver, you're like, oh, no, don't do that. But Norwalk's defense moves more than any defense we've seen all year on pre-snap.
3rd and 10, Oski.
So see, now they're looking over. Now they're switching out of the defense they were in. This is about the only team we've seen do this that will react to what we do.
3 receivers right, twins to the left, straight drop again for Will Schultz, and pass is batted down to the line of scrimmage, incomplete. So we'll bring up a 4th down punting situation for Oskaloosa, and Will Schultz will be the punter, so he'll drop back to kick. 1:03 to go here in the first quarter, no score. Oski and Norwalk on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford, which is a partnership of MCG, Thunder Country, KIIC, also Oski News, and cooperating and working with the OVP program at Oskaloosa High School.
Well, Jamie, I think that's a good series for Oskaloosa. They're going to flip the field position here a little bit. Our offensive line is doing a fantastic job. It's going to roll a long ways.
Yeah, big Oski roll across the 20. And Oski finally on top of it at about the 18-yard line.
So 55 seconds left here in the first quarter, and all in all, a very good quarter for the maroon and gray. Gray tonight, white other times.
All right, well, the defense has been playing good, so let's see if they can do it again.
Leland Evans now in at linebacker, so you got Jenkins sprinkling in a few subs here. As we mentioned earlier, it is hot and humid tonight, so as the game wears on, you got to make sure you've got fresh guys in there.
Leland Evans also covered that last punt for Oskaloosa. So Norwalk starting this drive from their own 17-yard line. They pitch it in the background to Manuel. He's hitting the backfield. Couldn't bring him down there, but then 3 other Indians finish it off. Cody Gunn in there on the end. So was Kenny Satimi. And I believe Colin Snicker in there also on that.
So Oskaloosa defense is electing they're letting Schultz hang out there one-on-one with whoever splits wide left. And the safety's back there now, but our safety usually creeps up a little bit gets closer to the box as the snap is coming.
Short 1-yard gain, 2nd down and 9 from the Norwalk 18. Look at the time. Now he's under pressure, starts to roll out of the pocket, plants, throws, and that's going to be to the sideline, incomplete. Wyatt Creer was on the coverage. Boy, he had all day to look downfield, and then finally Oski got through there and put a little pressure on him.
Well, I was watching the receivers. They had a crossing route going, and the receiver actually runs into the Oskaloosa defender that was on the other receiver. So it was kind of a messed up route there.
3rd and long now for Norwalk. Inside their own 20-yard line at the 18. Manuel coming in motion from the left. They hand it to him on the jet sweep, and he's across the 25 and going to be down at the 27. That's going to be near the first down, and he's got it. Yep, got just enough.
Well, that play, does that look familiar?
It does. Pella Christian?
Yeah, that's where that came from, was Pella Christian running that jet sweep. And they ran it there towards Snitker, and he was trying to hold his own. But we're through one at 0-0, and if you're an Indians fan, you got to like that.
All right, so that is it for the first quarter here at Lacey Community Stadium. No score. Oskaloosa and Norwalk here in Week 4 of high school football Friday night. You're watching Indians football on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. We'll take a break. Back in 1 minute for your second quarter.
Every morning before my family and I head out the door for the day, we tell each other to be the one. It's a challenge we make to each other to step up and show kindness when we have the opportunity. I'm Mike Sitzma, funeral director here at Bates Funeral Chapel. I see families in some of their toughest times. However, I get to see our community at its best through the outpouring of love and support they show those affected by loss. I challenge you to join me and my family to look for opportunities daily to be the one.
At Gardner Collier Jewelry, our goal has always been to provide you with the very best jewelry for your money. From plain gold wedding bands to the most exquisite diamond ring, Gardner Collier has it. Our huge selection is sure to exceed your expectations, and our service is second to none. From sterling silver fashion jewelry to the one-of-a-kind diamond fashion piece, Gardner Collier can fill your jewelry desires. For the very best value in fine jewelry, choose Gardner Collier, Quincy Place Mall, Ottumwa, and Penn Central Mall, Oskaloosa.
Welcome back to the Wood Iron Grill Press Box here at Lacey Community Stadium with Doug DeCock. My name is Jamie Brockman. On the sidelines is Coach Jay Harms and host of OVP, Oskaloosa students, running the broadcast for us tonight, produced by Camden Silvers. The director is Zach Pearsall. Instant replay tonight is being done by Max Orduna. And camera one, you've got Haven Wiley, Andres Chavez, Devin Allen, and Caden Yang. Camera 2, you've got Brennan Scholl, Mason Meter, Sean Hafner, and Emma Lynn. Camera 3, Kyle Hoyt, Tyler Hurl, and Holden Hacker doing a great job as always. So here we go, second quarter underway. Norwalk has the football. They hand off to Manuel again. Not much opening. He falls forward to the 30 for a short gain of 2, which will bring up a 3rd down and 8 situation. I tell you what, Manuel's touched the ball a lot early in this game, and coming in 3 games, Doug, he had only 19 carries for 94 yards, and he's probably touched the ball 6-7 times here in this first quarter, into the second quarter.
Yeah, both Oskaloosa lines look like they're winning the battle down in the trenches right now.
2nd down and 9. Stepping into the pocket, throwing deep is Marker. He's got a guy there. It's in his hands and out at the 20. He hauls that in. It's 6 for the Warriors. There was double coverage there. Wyatt Creer and I believe Ike Schultz were both there.
Well, I think Schultz got a piece of it. Here we'll see it on replay. He really lays it up there. Nice for him to run under. No, he didn't. He just plain dropped it.
Yep.
Now, whoever the safety is, since there's 2 guys, that's a cover too. That safety cannot let that guy get behind him.
No, it looks like he's got the arm to definitely throw it there.
Yes, he does.
3rd and long for Norwalk from their own 29-yard line. 2 receivers to each side. Motion from the left. Marker in the shotgun. And he's going to keep it himself, try to do it with his feet. He's across the 30, escapes a couple tackles, and he's going to be finally hit and pushed back at the 35-yard line. He does gain 6, not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th and approximately 5, or 4th and about 3 coming up for Norwalk. I imagine they will punt.
Well, it'd be nice to see number 10 catch one on the fly here, because he can put 6 on the board for you in a hurry.
Yeah, he had a spectacular 58-yard return for a touchdown last week on a punt where he switched field, went clear back across the field, turned it, and was gone.
Now, this is where I think our return team's got to make sure they stay home. You know, with Marker being the punter, you don't want to be running back and let him go ahead and tuck it down and go.
He's kicking it to Miller. Miller's got a chance here. Catches it at about the 23-yard line. Looking for room. He's over to the sideline. It's going to be a short return for Miller as he's out of bounds, I believe right around the 27-yard line. So the Indians will take over 1st and 10.
Well, there were 6 Norwalk guys that looked like down there, and no Oskaloosa guys. If in the future, if one of those guys is eligible, you better be careful, because they're going to throw it to him on the punt. We've got to watch out for that.
26-yard line is where they spot it officially. So 1st and 10, Oski starting this drive at their own 26-yard line. Just into the second quarter, no score. Oski comes out with 3 receivers to the right, 1 left. That's Noah Van Veldhuizen wide left. Shotgun for Will Schultz. Straight drop. Looking to throw, and he does. It is caught by Tyler Miller. He's got room. 30, 35, 40, 45. Collision at the 47. Fights forward to the 48-yard line. 22 yards from Schultz to Miller.
A nice call there by the Indians. A little screen right, and Miller had some wide open room. They took advantage of Norwalk's end, just slanted to the inside. They just let him go, and it was wide open. I'm really impressed by Noah Ide, number 61 so far in this game, doing a good job on the line.
By the way, Aaron Blom now on crutches down on the Oskaloosa sideline, but he's staying in uniform and he's staying on the sideline to support his team. But he is done for this game and possibly for a while. 1st and 10 Indians, just shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, and they throw the swing pass looking to Holmberg, and incomplete.
Well, that's 2 passes Will's kind of kind of got away from Will on that to Holmberg, but once again, luckily Ike Schultz had a nice stock block out there. Otherwise, that one could have been picked off.
That's something that goes overlooked a lot, is the blocking on the outside by the receivers, and Ike Schultz is tremendous at it.
Well, it is key in this offense. I mean, you're only going to gain 2 to 5 yards if you don't block. If you block, you can bust that for 15 or 20.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Holmberg and Miller in the backfield with Schultz. He fakes it to Miller, gives it to Holmberg, and he is hit and driven back. It's going to be a loss of 2 at the 46-yard line for Holmberg. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 12. 3rd and 12 from the Indians' 46-yard line.
So Holmberg's come in for Aaron Blom's position. Cooper Spry's in there now at a receiver. Van Veldhuizen's going to split wide left. Spry's going to be in the slot, and Ike Schultz will be wide right.
9:20 and counting to go in the first half.
May want to use a timeout here. The clock's getting down.
Now they're down to 5 seconds on the play clock.
Timeout.
Nope, they do get the snap off. Schultz takes a couple of handoffs, setting up for the screen. He throws, and it is short, incomplete. Tyler Miller was there at the 45, but so were 3 Norwalk defenders. That was dangerous.
Well, one thing you got to do on a screen is you got to at least hit and then release. You can't just release, because if you release, that quarterback's backpedaling. He's got to backpedal as fast as they run forward. And so you have to hit them a little bit to slow their momentum.
Brings up 4th and 12, Oskaloosa from their own 46-yard line. So once again, Will Schultz will punt the football away.
Looks like Westerkamp is in there next to the center to block. Well, somebody wasn't in there. Andrew Else.
And so we got to take a timeout as a result. So miscommunication by Oskaloosa. We were a guy short on the field, and Andrew Else comes in late, but they have to burn a timeout. So timeout on the field, we'll take one as well. This is Oskaloosa Indians football on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. We'll be right back.
My name is Amanda Seeley, and I've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office for 15 years now. I'm a mother of 3 little boys, and since having them, they've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office in Oski Dental. It's been really seamless. I expected a little few hiccups, but he just has this approach that they're very comfortable again. You're the best! We're going to shoot for being a lifelong patient.
Still only have 10 guys. 1, 2, 3,
4. 2, 4.
I'm counting 10 guys.
There is only 10 out there.
I'm counting 10 guys. During the timeout, Andrew Else came back to the sideline away from the huddle, and I'm counting 10 Indians on the field right now.
I got 11 guys.
You do?
Oh, there's 3 lined up there. We couldn't see Walker Newman in between.
Newman hiding in the middle.
Yeah, he was. From our vantage point, we couldn't see Spunky down in there in between them guys.
All right, Will Schultz set to punt. Good snap, high kick. Good covers down. Takes a Norwalk bounce forward, and they're going to spot it. Looks like the 31-yard line. So just under 9 minutes to go in the first half here at Lacey Community Stadium. 1st and 10, Norwalk taking over at their 31-yard line. No score in this football game, Oskaloosa and Norwalk.
Well, I got a couple scores for you. Knoxville jumps out to a 7-0 lead over Sheraton early. Eddyville leading Sigourney 7-6 in the first quarter.
That's a bit of a surprise there.
That is a bit of a surprise. And Pella, the last I checked, they still are leading Carlisle 14-7 in the first.
Knoxville looking to go 4-0. Can't tell you the last time that's happened. It's been a while. All right, here's Marker looking to throw. He's got, almost intercepted by Mason Ford at midfield.
No, that's Reed Brown.
Yeah, Reed Brown just in and out of his hands there at midfield.
Oh, Reed.
He's got 2 interceptions on the year.
Yeah, I think he was kind of flowing to his right, and the ball was thrown to his left, and he just couldn't quite get back over there quick enough. But that'll bring up 2nd down and 10, so good job by the Indians.
2nd and 10, Norwalk from their own 31-yard line.
We're doing a good job of keeping them out of short and 3rd and short situations.
Quarterback, Marker.
Fumble.
Oh, he keeps it himself. Pitched it last second, and Oskaloosa swarms the running back for a big loss at about the 28-yard line. It should be a loss of 3 or 4 on the play.
I got to tell you, I am really surprised. We are dominating the line of scrimmage, it looks like right now, especially on the defensive line.
Last second pitch by Marker to Manuel, and there were 4 Indians right there.
Okay, our safeties, it looks like we're playing a little zone here. Make sure they know where they're at. They're right at the first down marker.
3rd and long, Norwalk from their own 29-yard line. Motion from the right side. Marker drops back, flags fly.
Oh, good read.
And incomplete. Wyatt Career diving and knocking it down about the 45-yard line.
Illegal shift on Norwalk.
Decline this baby, wouldn't we?
You bet.
Bring up 4th down.
All right.
So Wyatt Career knocking the pass down, but flag against Norwalk. We decline it, and it'll bring up a 4th down punting situation for the Warriors with 8:08 to go in the first half.
Well, good job by Wyatt Career. He read that, and he almost got a diving interception on that pass. And once again, the Oskaloosa defense really stout. Now, Miller at the 35, he'll probably catch this ball right around there or the 40, so...
Marker
good
with
kick.
a big high punt. Backing Miller up, and he's going to let this one go. And Norwalk has an opportunity to pin Oski deep, and they will. Inside the 5, still rolling to the 2-yard line. And Norwalk will down it at the 2. Boy, well, he boomed that one way over the head of Miller.
Not much you can do about it. That's the danger when the ball hits the turf. But he kicked it so far, he kicked it over Miller's head, and it was going to be a heck of a catch just to run back. He'd had to caught it over his head. So Norwalk's punter bails them out, I guess, and here you go, Oskaloosa offense. Now's the time. You got to root it out of there. Need a first down or 2. The defense is doing a fantastic job.
First down, Oski. They're starting at their own 2-yard line. 3 receivers to the left. Isaac Schultz wide to the right.
Yeah, empty backfield here.
Yeah. Wyatt Career to the right as well. Empty backfield, as Coach Harms pointed out. And Will Schultz is going to come up under center and just run a quarterback sneak, trying to get a little bit of breathing room from that goal line. Picks up 1 is all to the 3-yard line.
Well, sometimes what teams will do when you're that far back, they'll almost play like a goal line defense against you. And Norwalk really wasn't doing that, but especially next down, I'd let it fly. Throw it as far as you can, and it'd be just as good as a punt. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If we don't do anything here.
1-yard gain on the quarterback sneak. So 2nd down and 9, Oski from their own 3-yard line. 2 receivers to each side. Miller in the backfield. Schultz in the shotgun. And the handoff is to Miller. And he gets to the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards.
Well, not too bad. You got 3rd down and 5 here. Or 6.
Yep, 3rd and 6. From the 5-yard line. 2 left, 2 right. So now's where you take that shot downfield, do you think?
Well, you can almost get a first downer. There's a guy open right there, number 44, Holmberg, if you just snap it and quick throw it to him. Look at this. There's 2 receivers out there. Just snap it and throw it.
Yeah, nobody's covering Holmberg. See if Schultz finds it. He does go that direction. A little late. Oh, almost intercepted around the 15-yard line. Incomplete. He was going to Holmberg.
Well, but Holmberg needed... I don't know. If he reads that pre-snap, that guy coming off of Holmberg, it'd be nice if they, and then you're talking high school kids, so this is asking a lot. But if you read that, you just stay right there and you throw them the ball, and then you run for the first down. And that is asking a lot for them to be learning that right this young. But Tom Brady, I'm sure he would have done that to Julian Edelman.
All right, so here is the punt. Will Schultz has to hurry. Line drive punt caught around the 30-yard line to the far side of the field. 20, 15, 10. Still on his feet. 5. And going to be out of bounds around the 3-yard line. So the Oski defense will be tested big on this possession as they have to try to hold Norwalk out of the end zone from the 3-yard line.
Well, Norwalk came with the punt block, and Schultz just kicked it as fast as he could. And it was a low line drive, which is a very returnable ball, and Norwalk does a good job of returning it all the way down. Scott Anderson all the way down inside the 5, back to where Oskaloosa almost started their drive.
Yep. So they're spotting it at the 3-yard line, first down and goal, Norwalk from the 3. Quarterback's going to keep it himself, follows blocker straight forward, and powers his way into the end zone. Leland Evans was there, and he just overpowered Leland right there for the touchdown. 3-yard touchdown run, Zach Marker.
Well, it all goes back to that punt that they had, down. Put us in a tough situation offensively that series. So,
no doubt, Coach, that punt was huge. And, we talk about catching the ball on the fly, but you got to pick your poison there. You see 90% of the balls hit in front of you, and I'd much rather see it kicked over his head than in front of him, and then get 15, 20-yard roll. So
here comes the PAT kick attempt for Norwalk. It's a low kick, but it is good, and the Warriors get the first points on the board here tonight at Lacey Community Stadium as they lead 7-0 over Oski with 6:19 to go in the first half. You are watching Oskaloosa Indians football on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. We'll be back in 1 minute.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve with home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Call State Farm agent Wendell Campbell at 641-673-4462.
At Mahaska Health, our team is dedicated to caring for you through every season of life. Whether you are in need of a same-day appointment, preparing to expand your family, or about to undergo surgery with our excellent surgical staff, we are dedicated to helping you feel your best, today and every day. Recognized as a top 100 critical access hospital, we are continually driven to enhance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Mahaska Health.
Norwalk 7, Oskaloosa nothing. A big punt return down to the 3-yard line, and one play later, Zach Marker powers his way into the end zone, and Norwalk is out to a 7-0 lead with 6:19 to go in our first half. Kick into the end zone, touchback, and Oski will start 1st and 10 at their own 20. Hey, don't forget, coming up Tuesday night, we have Oskaloosa volleyball on the air. It's homecoming week for Oski next week, and Oski volleyball hosting Norwalk on Tuesday night, and we'll have it right here on the Indians Network for you starting around 7 o'clock, a little bit before that with our pre-match. But the first service scheduled for 7 o'clock at the Oskaloosa Gym on Tuesday night. And then next Friday, of course, the homecoming football game against Grinnell. And we'll have it right here on the Indians Network. Pregame at 7, kickoff at 7:30. Thursday night is the homecoming parade and the coronation. So come on out and support that if you can. Downtown on the square for the parade, and then back at Old Community Stadium for the coronation. Find out who the king and queen are, and make sure when you go to the parade, make sure you watch for that KIIC party box, all right? And it's quite the thing. It's got a big screen TV on it, and Doug and I are going to be riding on that thing in the parade on Thursday.
Do I get my disco outfit on for that?
Sure. Sure.
Little Bay City Rollers and Bee Gees. And
I dare you. 2-yard loss on the first play for Oskaloosa. Now they pitch it to Miller in the backfield. He gets across the 20, stiff arming his way to about the 22, picks up 4. So it'll be a 3rd and 8 coming up for the Indians.
Pretty good kick out block there by Holmberg, and Miller doing a good job cutting up inside of it. So big 3rd down here. You don't want to go into halftime giving up two touchdowns. You played well here in the first half. Like to string together at least a couple first downs.
Yeah, if Oski has to punt again deep in their territory like this, Norwalk's going to bring everything but the kitchen sink. It worked last time.
Yeah, and Will rushes it when they do that.
Will Schultz rolling to the left. Now he stops, plants, and throws. He's looking to Holmberg again. Would have been short of the first down, but it is incomplete.
Good block by Miller out there on the rollout.
So it's going to bring up a 4th and 8 situation for Oskaloosa. This is where that Coach Harms down there, this is where the line has got to give Will a little bit of time to get it away.
Yeah, like you guys were saying, I think they're going to come again like they did last time and make him rush that kick because they're going to have good field position again. And I'm sure they're thinking they want to, get up 2 scores here before the half.
Even with a good kick, they're going to have good field position because
it doesn't look like they're coming this time.
Nope, they are. They're stayed back.
Now Will more time to kick, gets a good punt away, backs up the return man. He catches it at his own 42-yard line.
There's a clip right there.
And there's the flag. 2 flags.
Ball is loose, too.
Ball is loose. Oskaloosa is on it, they say. Yes, they are. Oskaloosa's covered the fumble, but there's 2 flags on the play.
Well, they haven't signaled. I don't know what they're talking about.
They're talking. They're saying he's down.
No.
The one official.
Oskaloosa is saying they covered the fumble, but one of the officials coming in saying he was down. He's pointing to the 40-yard line. There's also a flag there and a flag on the far side of the field.
I missed the replay. Could we see that replay one more time, please?
I don't know that they can.
Okay. They just played it again there.
So this is a big decision call coming up here by the officiating staff.
Our defense is out on the field.
Yeah.
They're not going to give it to us.
So that's going to be 15 from the spot.
So they spotted it. They were spotted at the 42-yard line. They're marking it off against Norwalk.
Oh,
and 10. 10 back, so back to the 32-yard line. So they'll start, it's the 27, my bad. 27-yard line.
Well, that
block in the back was the call.
That was a good turnaround for Oskaloosa, even though they didn't get the fumble call. They were able to get a good punt and then a penalty, so good job by the Oskaloosa special teams on that one.
Trips to the right for Norwalk. 4:56 to go in the first half. Quarterback Marker keeps it himself, following his blockers. Cross the 30, 35, 36-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry for Marker. Again, he is the leading rusher on Norwalk's team entering the game tonight. He pretty much is their offense. He had carried, 71 times, 262 yards, and 4 touchdowns coming into the game.
Yeah, the next rusher had, 49 or something, didn't he? It was really low.
Yeah, the next best rusher was Eggers, actually, and he had 49 yards.
Timeout Norwalk. That was a weird-looking formation. They had 4 receivers to the right.
So it's a second down and short for Norwalk, and they're going to take timeout to discuss the play here. So we'll take one as well. You are watching Oskaloosa football on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. 7-0. Norwalk leads it. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good, on or off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab. Kinetic Edge offers friendly and knowledgeable professionals who will get to know you and your goals to help you get back to doing what you love in no time. Find out more at kineticedgept.com.
Oh, that'd be awesome. All right, we're back in the Wood Iron Grill press box with Doug DeCock. I'm Jamie Brockman. Jay Harms on the sideline. Second and short, Norwalk. From their own 36-yard line. They lead 7-0, 4:19 to go in the first half. Motion from the right. Quarterback rolling right. He's going to keep it himself, designed all the way. Look at that. Skips 1 tackle at the 40 and gets to the 42-yard line. Picks up 6, and we just about had him for a short gain.
Well, I'm not sure who's contained on that, but our end took an inside route, and I assume that the linebackers got to roll up out there and turn that play back in, and they were nowhere to be found. So first real breakdown, I think, from our defense tonight.
Yeah, who's our spy man in there watching Mark?
First down, Norwalk. 2 right, 2 left. Motion from the right. Marker throws the swing pass in the backfield. Oskaloosa is right there. Ike Schultz read it perfectly and hits him as soon as he catches it for a loss at the 37-yard line, a loss of 4. Well done, Ike Schultz.
Well, nice read by Ike. He was so quick that, as we talked about, it's hard to get that block in the open field. And number 9 for Norwalk was unable to block Schultz, and he drops him for a big loss.
Clock running, 3:18 and counting to go in the first half. 7-0 Norwalk. They scored on a 3-yard touchdown run by the quarterback Marker after a big punt return gave them the ball, first and goal at the 3. Now they use motion from the right. And Marker rolling right, under pressure. Now he's got to step up and run. And he's across the 35, fighting forward to the 39. It's going to be a 2-yard gain for Marker, but that was a pass play, it looked like, and Oski got back there and pressured him quick, forced him to run for the short gain.
Leland Evans on the tackle there, and I think that is who your spy guy is now, is Leland Evans. They've got Miller out for a little break, and so you got Gunn, Snitker, and Evans in at linebacker. So he's your guy spying the quarterback. 3rd and 12, Norwalk. We got movement up front. Oskaloosa jumped across. That's going to be offsides on the defense. Yeah, both Satimi and Bobby in there. But those guys, they like to penetrate, and they just got to watch the ball. 5-yard offsides penalty against the defense. Takes it from 3rd and long to 3rd and 7. More manageable now at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, especially the way Marker's been kind of getting to the edge here a little bit here in this into the second quarter.
Trips to the right, one left. Marker drops back, looks right, now runs. Big hole, midfield, 45, stutter steps, and gets to the 40. And that is a 16-yard gain by the quarterback Marker.
Well, here's what they're doing. They know who's spying the quarterback. So they took the receiver, and he went all the way in and just blocked Evans that time. Pinned him in right where he was at so he couldn't pursue him on the play. So they're just taking one of their receivers and going after our spy guy.
Now Evans comes to the sideline. Tyler Miller returns at linebacker. 1:49 to go in the half. Marker keeps it again. Yep. Gets to the outside. Nice footwork at the 35 and going to be swarmed at the 33. That is 7 yards for Marker. He's got such good footwork of stutter stepping quick there, juking guys, making them miss.
They have adjusted to what we were doing, and they're having some success with it. So we'll see how Coach Jenkins, if what you could do is you just play it straight up, you know.
It's going to be a 2nd and short now for Norwalk.
I think we just burned a timeout here.
Yeah, you are correct, Coach.
And that's a good timeout.
Timeout, Oski. 1:19 to go in the first half. Norwalk 7, Oski nothing. 2nd and short for the Warriors at the Oskaloosa 32-yard line. When we come back after this 30-second timeout on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford.
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Oskaloosa Indians on the Indians Network.
I'm Financial Advisor Jennifer Main.
I'm Financial Advisor Austin Norris.
I'm Financial Advisor Amber Coffey.
I'm Financial Advisor Jason Rosenboom.
I am Financial Advisor Brandon Kane.
I'm Financial Advisor Michael Bush.
Call us today at 1-800-ED-JONES or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
All right, we are back in the Wood Iron Grill press box here at Lacey Community Stadium in Oskaloosa. 7-0 Norwalk leads it, and they've got a 2nd and short coming up out of the timeout at the Oskaloosa 32-yard line. The Norwalk touchdown came after a big punt return by the Warriors gave them a 1st and goal at the Oskaloosa 3-yard line, and one play later, the quarterback Zach Marker took it in pretty much with ease for the score. Hey, we got a Norwalk fan tuned in tonight on the Indian Network. My old friend Brandon Hoke used to live in Knoxville, and now he's in Norwalk. But he's listening and watching tonight.
All right.
Hello, Brandon.
We'll try not to be too big homers, Brandon.
All right. Here's the pitch.
They got it, too.
Yeah, missed him in the backfield, and he got away. Still fighting. He's near the 25-yard line, tiptoeing the sideline, but there is 2 flags in the middle of the field. And it looks like coming back against Norwalk. Yeah, it's a hold against Norwalk.
Well, I got a couple scores for you here. Pella's still leading. I don't know if that's not updated. 14-7 over Carlisle. Washington now 21-6 in the third over West Liberty. Sheraton and Knoxville all knotted up in the second quarter at 7. And another team in our district, South Tama, trailing Nevada 20-0 in the fourth quarter. And Pella Christian leading the defending state champions 7-0 in the first.
All right.
And that game is at Central.
Trips to the right, one receiver left for Marker. Marker fakes the
no, he's wide
throwing
open.
Deep, wide open, caught 15-10-5, touchdown Norwalk. Wide open. All Marker had to do was put it on the money, and he did. And that is Ethan Carlson with the touchdown. He had a couple touchdowns last week against Pella as well. He's our leading receiver on the year. And that one was just too easy if you're an Indian fan.
It had to be broken coverage somehow because he just took off and ran, and we never ran with him at all.
Yeah, Schultz kind of released him, and it looked like Creer was looking for that run, and he just ran straight by everybody.
So, Norwalk on to kick the PAT. Looking to go up 14-0. Mason Lucas, the kicker, and it is good. So 1:05 left to go in the first half here at Lacey Community Stadium in Oskaloosa. It's now Norwalk 14, Oskaloosa nothing. Indians need an answer here before half with 1:05 to go. We'll be right back on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
If you want to save more.
If you want a butcher who knows more.
If you want fewer aisles and more value.
Less quantity, more quality.
If you want more of this.
And this.
And this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
Bring it back. Well, if you're just joining us, Norwalk leading 14-0 over Oskaloosa with 1:05 to go in the first half. After a scoreless first quarter, Norwalk has put up 2 scores here in the second quarter. And a couple stories in this ballgame. First, senior captain Aaron Blom for Oskaloosa goes down on the very first play offensively for Oskaloosa. He caught an 11-yard pass for a first down, but he did not get up. And I don't know if he re-injured the same ankle or possibly injured the other ankle, but an ankle injury again for Blom, and he is now on crutches on the sideline, still in pads, still down there supporting his teammates. But a lot of pain for Aaron Blom, and I don't know when he'll be able to come back. That's going to be... just judging that he's on crutches and how much pain he looked like, it could be a few weeks or more. So tough break for the senior Aaron Blom tonight. And then again, Norwalk putting up 2 scores here in the second quarter after a scoreless first quarter. Re-kick by Norwalk.
There's a seam.
Fielded at the 5-yard line. There goes Tyler Miller. 45, 50.
No, that's
Wyatt Creer. Wyatt Creer with a huge kick return for the Indians into Norwalk territory at the 37-yard line. That is Wyatt Creer.
Well, you could see it from up here, and he hit it. He split it right there. Miller lead blocking, but Creer rambling down the sideline. So Oskaloosa down to the 36 in Norwalk here with a nice return. And the penalty on the kick, the previous kick that went into the end zone, really cost Norwalk.
Roughly about a 59-yard return there by Creary. Caught it around the 5-yard line, returns it all the way to the 37 of Norwalk, and the Indians are in business. 1st and 10. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 56 seconds to go in the half. Will Schultz rolling left. Throwing, and it is incomplete over there on the sideline. Looking to Isaac Schultz. He was double covered.
Well, he got it over the linebacker's head, and it looked like it was a pretty good throw. Schultz slid on the ground. It's way on the other side of the field, and really couldn't get a good look at it.
Yeah, it's a really tough throw across his body, guys, rolling that way. But remember, too, we got one timeout left. 51 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
He's pretty good at that, though.
Will?
Yeah.
Across his body?
Yeah, he is.
All right, here's Creer in motion from the right over to the left. Holmberg and Miller in the backfield with Will Schultz in the pistol. Receiver split to each side. The pitch is to Miller. Norwalk read it perfectly. Almost caught the pitch in the air there, and they bring Miller down for a loss at the 43-yard line, a loss of 6.
Whoa, somebody come off the edge untouched. You got it. Just too quick.
So it's going to be 3rd and long for Oskaloosa, 3rd and 16 from the Norwalk 43-yard line. Van Veldhuizen will come wide right. Everybody else goes wide left. Will Schultz looking to throw, looks to the left, airs it up, and a leaping catch is made inside the 25 at about the 22-yard line. And once again, it's brother to brother. Isaac Schultz on the reception.
6 seconds left.
So 6 seconds
We got a timeout.
Line of
Might
scrimmage.
as well use it. Timeout.
Yeah, they're winding the clock. Now we just took the timeout.
All right, there you go. Timeout. So we're going to keep it here and kind of break this down with now 3 seconds remaining in the half. Oski calls their final timeout. It's going to be 1st and 10 Oskaloosa. Line of scrimmage looks like the 21 of Norwalk. So it would be a 38-yard field goal from here. Again, with Aaron Blom out there, it's pretty much a guaranteed 3, but he is not, as he is out again with an ankle injury. Going out on the first play offensively for Oskaloosa tonight. So it'd be a 38-yarder here. Do you try it with Jensko, or do you take a shot into the end zone?
No, I take a shot into the end zone. 3 points is still, you're down 11. You got to go for this one, and that's 38 yards is really stretching his distance, I think.
Yeah,
I'd say he's 35 and then iffy.
Yeah, agree. So let's see what the Indians draw up here on what should be the final play of the first half. It'll be 1st and 10 Oski. Again, line of scrimmage just outside the Eye Care Partners red zone at the 21-yard line. Norwalk leading 14-0. 3 seconds remain in the half. Coming up at halftime, we'll have our Remax recap for you. We'll also be presenting to you the entire performance of the Oskaloosa High School Marching Band. So stay tuned for that coming up here at halftime. Will Schultz drops back to throw. He does. And it is caught. 10, 5, diving.
Flag
touchdown.
down.
Touchdown Indians, but there is a flag around the 10-yard line.
Great play. They caught Norwalk in a blitz.
Yeah, there is a flag down.
And that is Noah Van Veldhuizen on the reception and the touchdown. And look at him lay out and dive to the end zone.
Is it illegal formation or something? Illegal substitution?
Still talking here.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to wave it off.
Yes.
They wave it off. Touchdown Indians. Noah Van Veldhuizen. Big pitch and catch there from Will Schultz and Noah Van Veldhuizen, and the Indians are on the board and take some momentum into the halftime locker room coming up here.
Oh, my. That's a huge
yards.
play. What a play for the Indians. Great call by Coach Dowd and executed beautifully. They caught him in an all-out blitz, and Van Veldhuizen runs a little seam route, seam slant towards the post, and boom, Oski's on the board.
First touchdown of the year for the senior Noah Van Veldhuizen. 21 yards. Now Carson Jensko will attempt the PAT kick. Try to pull Oski within 14-7 heading to the locker room. There's no time on the clock, so as soon as this PAT is attempted, everybody will head to the locker room. Coach Jay Harms will try to get a word with Coach Jake Jenkins on his way to the locker room. Kick is up, and this one is good by Jensko. So, 14-7. Oski strikes right at the end of the half. 21-yard touchdown from Will Schultz to Noah Van Veldhuizen, and the Indians take momentum into the locker room here and pull within 14-7. So we're going to hang right here and wait for Coach Jay Harms on the sideline as he's waiting for Coach Jake Jenkins to get a word with him on the way to the halftime locker room. Again, stay with us. Coming up at halftime, our Remax recap. We'll go through some of the first half stats, and you will see and hear the entire performance of the Oskaloosa High School Marching Band. All right, Coach Harms, take it away.
Yeah, down for Coach Jenkins. Coach, a huge one just before the half.
It was. I told the side judge on our side, we had two guys off. On the other side, they were off the line of scrimmage, so Noah Van Veldhuizen was actually on. It looked like he was covered up, but he was not. And so he snuck by. They threw the flag, but since we had warned the guy on our sidelines, he was able to tell him on the backside, hey, those guys were both off. The coach told me before the play. He said, wave it. So it was awesome.
Hey, that's great, Coach. Good way to finish the half. Let's get them going the second half.
Very much.
So there you go, heard it, guys. That's why the flag was waved off. Man, what a great job by the coaching staff to make sure that they knew what was going to happen.
Absolutely. Yes. What a great thing there by Coach Jenkins.
So Aaron Blom, you might have saw him there at the end going off on crutches, and it's his left ankle, by the way, and he's putting no weight on it at all and is on crutches at this point. So, again, halftime score 14-7. Oski trails to Norwalk, but a big strike right before the half. So halftime entertainment, you're seeing the Dance Dynamics team out there on the field right now. And, hey, several of these girls just got elected to the All-Iowa Dance and Drill team.
I saw that. They're always put on a good show.
Yes, they do. Katie Kane is the coach and director of the Oskaloosa Dance Dynamics team. So our Remax recap coming up here. Tell you the two scores anyway as we wait for the marching band. But the scores in this game, two of them from Norwalk. Zach Marker scored on a 3-yard run in the second quarter. That came after a big punt return gave Norwalk first and goal at the Oskaloosa 3-yard line. One play later, Marker took it in untouched for the touchdown. And then they scored again later in the second quarter. I did not write down who scored that touchdown, though, for Norwalk there for their second of the half. But they went up 14-0, and then as you just saw, Oskaloosa with a big answer right before the half on a 21-yard strike from Will Schultz to Noah Van Veldhuizen. And the Indians pull within 14-7 here at the half. Well, Doug, going in down 14-0 and going in down 14-7, scoring right before the half are two completely different scenarios.
That is so big. You could just see them when they were running off, the enthusiasm, and they got to be pumped right now. In spite of losing one of their top players, they are playing hard. They're right in here. This is a Norwalk defense that dominated Pella last week, and our offense has moved the ball.
Absolutely. So that's a quick Remax recap. After the band is done, we'll look at some more of those first half stats, but those are some of the key plays that took place. So that's your Remax recap for now. More to come after we enjoy the Oskaloosa High School Marching Band right here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2019 edition of the Oskaloosa Marching Indians. Tonight's performance is entitled Classic Wash and combines the music of Queen and rock Rachmaninoff. The show will begin with a combination of Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody and Rhapsody on a Theme by Paganini and world feature Caleb Edwards on electric guitar, Abby Teeter on flute, and Raya Massey on clarinet. The second movement will feature We Are the Champions matched with Rachmaninoff's Piano Concerto No. 2, and will feature Maddie Haynes on flute. The final movement of the show combines the music of Led Zeppelin's Kashmir with Rachmaninoff's Symphonic Dances. We hope you enjoy this evening's performance. Drum majors, Myra Patton and Lindy Slocum. Is the band ready? Marching Indians, the field is yours for your halftime performance. Let's hear it for the Oskaloosa Marching Indians.
For nearly 40 years, Musco has specialized in the design and manufacture of sports and large area lighting solutions. From neighborhood ball fields to international speedways, Musco is committed to providing cost-effective lighting solutions and services you can rely on. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting, we make it happen.
When he's not nursing residents with special needs, James' passion is improving his family residence. Hillary? When she's not teaching undergrads, she's cooking up fun for Carson and Owen. The local home loan experts at Midwest One help them buy their home, pay down principal, make improvements, and build up equity. Their local mortgage service was so easy and affordable that James and Hillary even referred a friend. For local mortgage service, choose Simply Better Banking from Midwest One.
With 16 bays and several trained technicians, Bill & Ray's operates the finest diesel engine repair and towing service in Southeast Iowa. They perform complete engine repair, electronic diagnostics on all types of engines, drivetrain rebuilding, fleet service, and motor coach repair, along with 24-hour wrecker service with no limit on travel radius. Bill & Ray's will get you back on the road. Bill & Ray's, Highway 23 Oskaloosa, and proud supporter of Oski Indians activities.
Stop out at Stam Garden Center and Nursery for all your outdoor needs. Stam Garden Center will have a fresh supply of a wide variety of fall annuals, perennials, shrubs, and trees to fit any budget. Autumn Acres will be open Saturday, September 21st, and be open each Friday evening and Saturday through October 26th. Autumn Acres has family fun for everyone, so stop out at Stam Garden Center and Nursery and experience autumn.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
will start in the second half. The Warriors will kick off to the Indians, who are defending the northern goal. Lucas to kick off. Clear and Miller deep for the Indians. Ball kicked off through the end zone.
Sure, possible broken collarbone.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, no.
So Tyler Miller and Aaron Blom both out of the football game. And Aaron Blom, by the way, I got information from his dad at halftime. I talked to his dad. It's his other ankle, not the one he injured earlier this season. So now he's got 2 bum ankles. And this one looks to be certainly more serious than what he had earlier in the season for Aaron Blom. And now a possible broken collarbone possible on Tyler Miller.
Oh,
so the Indians do get possession to start the second half. It's a touchback on the kickoff, so first down and 10. Here's the swing pass to Wyatt Creer, and again, Norwalk read it perfectly, hit Creer as soon as he caught it at the 15. Probably would have been better off to drop that one, quite frankly, as it goes for a 5-yard loss. So it's going to bring up a second down and 15 for the Indians. Ball just across their own 15-yard line, as we are just underway in the third quarter here at Lacey Stadium in Oskaloosa on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. The Indians Network, a partnership with MCG, Thunder Country, KIIC, and Oski News in cooperation with the OVP class at Oskaloosa High School. Norwalk crowding the line of scrimmage, and flags fly.
They got Norwalk that time.
Well, the play clock showed 0, so... Oh, you're right. It is offsides against Norwalk.
So Creer moves back to the single back where Miller was playing. Holmberg, Cooper Spry is out there starting this half. So they got Spry, Schultz, Holmberg split wide left, and Van Veldhuizen split wide right. So basically Creer is moving into Miller's spot.
3 left, 1 right for the Indians. Shotgun for Will Schultz with Wyatt Creer in the backfield. Schultz drops back, and now he's going to roll to his left. Still looking to throw. Looks for a block. Gets it, and he gets to the 25.
Uh-oh. Are they going to call a block below the waist out there?
Yeah, there is a flag right over there around where the tackle was made and where Will Schultz was signaling that he needed a block.
Get a chop block on Oskaloosa.
Watch, see what the call is.
Yep.
And it's personal foul against Oskaloosa. So that's going to be a 15-yard mark back.
What's he saying? He's putting his fist together.
Yeah, he's putting his fist together here. I don't have my book to tell me what this all means.
Ike Schultz is going, what do you mean? What did I do wrong?
Yeah, he just went and he turned to block the guy that was running after the play.
You still see Schultz right there, number 15, looking at the official saying, this is what I did. What am I supposed to do?
It wasn't blocking the back. I mean, there is a rule that you're not supposed to hit the blind side guys.
I'd probably like to take that back because that 50's a pretty big guy that he had to end up blocking.
Yeah.
Well, it takes it back to the 12-yard line now. Oski pinned back in their own, deep in their territory here. Second down and 18 officially from their own 12-yard line. There goes Cooper Spry in motion. They hand it to Wyatt. No, it's Will Schultz on the keeper coming around the right side. Lowers his head, still going forward. He's across the 15, 16, falling to the 17-yard line. Picks up 5, but it's going to be a third and long. Third and about 13 to go for Oskaloosa.
That was close to going big time, and Ike didn't want to hold or get another penalty there, but he was trying to hold that block as long as he could, and it just wasn't quite long enough.
So third down and long for the Indians.
Yeah, we might end up seeing 2 offenses look very similar. You know, a marker, their main man running now, and you're probably going to see a lot of Will Schultz doing that as well.
Will Schultz rolling left, throws, looking to Cooper Spry, and it is knocked down, almost intercepted at the 25-yard line, intended for Cooper Spry. It's going to bring up a fourth and long. Oskaloosa punt team coming on, and good field position coming up again for Norwalk. There's the replay, and you see, oh man, should have been intercepted.
Yes, it should have been. A good job by the line. He had time. Just it wasn't open on that play. So here we go. We're going to punt.
Scott Anderson back deep to receive for Norwalk. He had the big punt return that set him up for 1st and goal at the 3 for their first touchdown. And Will again has to rush the punt a little bit. It bounces at the 40, goes forward, and Noah Van Veldhuizen will down it around the 37-yard line of Oskaloosa. Great field position for the Warriors with 9:34 to go in the third quarter. Take over 1st and 10 at Oskaloosa's 37-yard line.
Okay, we got a few new players in here on defense now. Looks like Andrew Else is in at one of the safeties. Schultz still at a corner. Mason Ford at a corner. Reed Brown at the other safety.
Yeah, again, you don't have Blom or Miller on the field.
Well, they'll move Creer into Miller's linebacker position, I assume. Leland Evans is in there, so looks like you got Snitker.
Motion from the left for Norwalk. Marker, straight drop, looking to throw. He's got time. Now he's rolling right. Leland Evans chasing him. He throws off his back foot wide open. It is caught at the 22-yard line, across the 20, 15, inside the 15.
Late flag, though, here coming in.
To the 13-yard line. But looks like it's coming back on Norwalk.
Well, unless Leland hit him late. I don't
the
know.
Warriors are walking back.
I just checked, guys, on that call on Isaac Schultz. They did call that as a blind side block.
Oh, my goodness. That's ridiculous.
And now they're waving off this flag.
Well, what Coach Harms just said, I was watching that whole play. The guy's pursuing, and he's running at Ike. How can it be a blind side block? Gee, many Christmas.
Well, this is big. They wave off the penalty, and Norwalk has it 1st down and 10. Line of scrimmage is just outside the Oski 10-yard line around the 11. Marker, quarterback keeps straight ahead across the 10 to
Lost
the 9.
His helmet. He's going to have to come out of the game.
Picks up 2 yards on the play. And you're right, his helmet did come off at the end there, so due to rules, he should have to come out for one play.
Yep,
here comes the backup quarterback in.
There you might see a Wildcat here with number 27.
Yeah, I think 27.
Or 2, one of them.
Ball.
That's Manuel, number 27. 3 receivers left, 1 right for Norwalk. 2nd down and 8 from the 9-yard line. And they hand it to Manuel right side. And he is fighting to get to the 5. He's going to be a little bit shy of it around the 7. So we'll give him 3 yards. He's going to bring up 3rd and about 5 to go. Just outside the 5-yard line.
So big down here for the Indians, a 7-point lead.
They need to get to the 2-yard line to get a 1st down, so.
Be interesting to see what they do if they don't get to the 2.
Yeah, with their field goal, I think I looked, 2 of 4 on the year, I think, or something, guys?
Yeah, but he does have I think it was a 43-yard is his long.
Well, distance is not going to be a factor. Oh, we got hooked
Here
inside.
comes Marker rolling to his left, and Leland Evans wraps him up. And then some help from his teammates. They'll bring him down at the 5-yard line. Walker Newman came in there, as well as Snitker, to finish him off after Evans wrapped him up.
I thought there was a hold on that, but I didn't. Yeah, okay.
Well, we had 2 guys right there, Coach, is what you saw, and I thought we were in trouble there. We had 2 players kind of tied up with one Norwalk guy. They are going to kick it, and this is not an easy angle.
Well, the line of scrimmage is the...
You got to push this a little bit.
Where is the line of scrimmage? About the 7-yard line. So it's approximately a 24-yard field goal here for the Norwalk kicker. And he's kicking it from the near hash mark,
right,
and he does. He angles it right through the uprights. Mason Lucas, the Norwalk kicker, with the 24-yard field goal. And Norwalk extends their lead out to 17-7 with 7:14 to go in our first half. You are watching Oskaloosa football on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. We'll be back. See if the Indians can answer after this.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Kickoff for the Warriors.
We're back in the Wood Iron Grill press box with Doug DeCock. I'm Jamie Brockman. On the sidelines on the wireless mic is Coach Jay Harms. Norwalk extends the lead to 17-7 on a 24-yard field goal. And with Miller out with the possible broken collarbone, we've got Creer back as your main return man.
Get out of bounds.
And they're going to squib that down the field, and it just, the ball tiptoes down the sideline and into the end zone, touchback. So Oskaloosa will start 1st and 10 at their own 20. Again, they trail it 17-7. 7:14 to go, third quarter. A lot of time to go yet in this football game, but Oski needs an answer here. And we're down our two best players, really, our two of our senior leaders, Tyler Miller and Aaron Blom. Aaron Blom injured on the very first offensive play of the game tonight for Oskaloosa, injuring his other ankle. He's on crutches on the sideline, and you see Tyler Miller down there with they say a possible broken collarbone, but he is staying on the sideline with his teammates at this time anyway, and he's got that shoulder area just all wrapped up. So here's Will Schultz looking. Can't find anything, so he's going to have to tuck it and run, but he's going to get wrapped up for a loss. 17-yard line, it'll be a loss of 3.
Jamie, a couple other scores tonight in our district. Pella 28, Carlisle 28 at the half. Sheridan 14-7 over Knoxville at the half. South Tama was trailing 20-0 to Nevada. And Washington's still up 21-6 on West Liberty.
All right, 3 receivers left, 1 right for Oskaloosa. Van Veldhuizen wide right.
Sigourney 32-14 over Eddyville, and Pella Christian 13-7 in the third over PCM.
Here's Schultz. He flips it to Creer. Creer looking to turn the corner, and he's forward just across the 20. It's a 3-yard pickup. It'll be a third down and about 10 coming up for Oskaloosa.
Okay, Reed Brown checking in. Spry comes out. So this is kind of some of the, I don't remember seeing Reed on offense a lot, so he's going to probably have to play offense. That'd be coming in for Creer, who moved to Miller's spot.
Van Veldhuizen goes wide to the left this time. Isaac Schultz, Cale Holmberg, and Reed Brown are all wide right. And here is a handout. That is, who is that? Is
that's Schultz.
That is, that's Will Schultz, our quarterback.
Yeah.
And big run for number 11 as he's across the 45 to the 48-yard line, just shy of midfield. There you see the replay powered by Salvage Designs. Great running by Will Schultz, our quarterback, out near midfield to the 48-yard line. We needed that.
He sure doesn't play like a sophomore.
No, he does not. And he runs, in my opinion, a lot bigger than he is.
Yes.
I mean, he does not go down easy. He initiates a lot of the hits.
Yeah. Once guy run.
1st and 10 Oskaloosa. Will Schultz keeps it again. He's across midfield. Angling to the outside. 45 and out of bounds around the 43-yard line. Pick up a 5 more for Will Schultz. It'll be 2nd and 5. Indians now into Warriors territory at the 43-yard line. 5:19 to go in the third quarter. 17-7 Norwalk. 2 receivers right, 1 left this time. Full house backfield for the Indians with Creer and Holmberg lined up each to one side of the quarterback Will Schultz in the shotgun. 2nd down and 1. Bad snap. Will Schultz goes back and gets it. He's just going to slide to the turf. Yep. Rather than try to force something and maybe a turnover, he just slides and kind of kills the ball. Takes the loss back at the 49 of Norwalk.
Just took his eye off of it a little bit and squirted through his hands.
So that's an 8-yard loss. Goes from 2nd and 1 to 3rd and 9. And again, just back into Indians territory at the 49-yard line. Clock rolling, 4:48 to go in our third quarter. 17-7 Norwalk. Oski with a tighter formation this time. And there is Creer in motion from the backfield. Will Schultz throwing. He looks. It is picked off at the 40-yard line. Intercepted midfield 45. Tackled by Cale Holmberg around the 43-yard line of Oskaloosa. Will Schultz, 4th interception of the year. Big turnover there for Norwalk. And
well, he just didn't put enough air under it and lead him. It was underthrown and an easy pick for Norwalk there. So
Ethan Vederick on the interception, senior.
So they've been close to getting one, and they got one there.
Now the Indian defense has to step up. 1st and 10, Norwalk in Indians territory at the 43-yard line. 4:32 to go in the third quarter. A Norwalk score here could put it away, even though there's a lot of time to play. 3 receivers to the right, 1 left. Quarterback keeper, Marker again, shut down. Now he reverses direction and stutter steps.
Good defense.
Yeah, good defense there as they stayed with him despite the footwork. And he's going to maybe get a yard to the 42.
A good job by our end over there, Noah Van Veldhuizen, getting off the block and not letting the quarterback get around him.
2nd down and 9. Norwalk. Reed Brown on the last stop for the defense. 3 to the left this time for the Warriors. 1 receiver split right. Marker from the shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Manuel. Goes up the right side. He's got a hole. Turns the corner. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. And tripped up at the 2-yard line. That is a 39-yard run by the quarterback Marker. And it is 1st and goal Norwalk from the 2. 3:45 to go in the third quarter.
Well, they've hung in there. It certainly is not due to lack of effort, but looks like things are going to get really tough here for the Maroon.
So 1st and goal from the 2. I bet it's all Marker here. I would be shocked if... Yep, calls his own number straight ahead, lowers his head. Touchdown Warriors. Touchdown number 2 of the night for Marker. 2-yard run after a big 39-yard run by Marker to set it up. And that's big. The interception, the big run by Marker, and then the touchdown run for Marker. And Norwalk may put the final stamp on there as they're going to go up 24-7 if they hit this PAT.
Well, we've got a ways to go, Jamie, but the thing is you just can't lose 2 impact players in a game and expect them to keep clicking on all cylinders. And this is a tough situation right here for Oskaloosa with losing Miller and Blom tonight.
PAT kick, Mason Lucas, up and good. So Norwalk extends the lead out after the interception at 24-7 over Oskaloosa. 3:25 left to play in the third quarter. You are watching Oskaloosa football on the Indians Network presented by Craig Ford. We'll be back with the kick in 1 minute.
If you want to save more,
If you want a butcher who knows more,
If you want fewer aisles and more value,
less quantity, more quality,
if you want more of this,
and this.
and this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
Rest easy. State Farm agent Wendell Campbell is there for you. Call 641-673-4462 today for the service you deserve.
You're sure to save big at Hy-Vee now that hundreds of items are on low price lockdown and price decline. Lockdown prices won't change unless they are lowered, and any item marked with a red arrow means you will save big. Come get deals on seasonal items already on your list at Hy-Vee, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle.
Welcome back to the Wood Iron Grill press box here at Lacey Community Stadium. With Doug DeCock, I'm Jamie Brockman. Coach Harms on the sideline. Another kick into the end zone for Norwalk. Touchback. 3:25 to go third quarter. 24-7 is the score. And let's go down to the sideline with Coach Jay Harms, who has the wireless mic. Coach, what is the feeling like down there on the sideline right now? Down 24-7, 2 best players, leaders out. Any energy down there right now?
No, it's a pretty deflated bunch right now, guys. You could just see after that last touchdown, a lot of hands on hips, size coming from the players right now. Coaches, of course, still working hard, trying to keep the kids in it, and hopefully our offense can get something going here and get a little mo back here for this team, and hopefully keep fighting like You sat up there all night, Doug. This team's battled. They really have. These kids have really played hard out here. Score doesn't look like it, but you got to give them a lot of credit. They're still battling.
Nice hard run there by Wyatt Creer, straight ahead to the 32-yard line, and a first down, a 12-yard gain for Creer.
Yeah, I don't care what the score ends up. They can hold their heads high after tonight's effort, and they're still moving the ball on a good Norwalk defense.
Twins to each side. Thought Norwalk might have just jumped there, but no flags. Clock rolling, under 3 minutes now to go, third quarter. Tuesday night, Oski volleyball. Homecoming week next week for the Indians. A lot of stuff going on. You got the Powder Puff football, the Powder Puff volleyball, the homecoming parade, the crew that faked the handoff to Holmberg on the end around, and then Schultz keeps it and did not fool Norwalk.
I don't know if Holmberg was expecting the ball or just faking it.
Go ahead, Doug.
I think Schultz wanted to give him the ball.
Looked like it kind of he tried to put it in his belly, then all of a sudden it just kind of, I don't know if he's going to pull it out, or then he decided that maybe Holmberg didn't have a good handle on it or what. But yeah, not real smooth play there.
5-yard loss back at the 27. So, yeah, you've got Powder Puff football and volleyball next week, which is always fun. And you got the homecoming. Oh, man, another big loss coming up here on the sack. Schultz still hasn't gone down. Finally, they fling him down at the end. They were already blowing the whistles.
He might have.
I'm thinking throw a flag there. Watch this.
I hope he didn't hurt his leg.
And our coaching staff is out, and an official pointing over to our coaching staff. Yeah.
Look at the end there. Did you see the? Oh my gosh.
They were on that play, but he told him to get back off.
Yeah, he's up and looks okay, but man, that had to hurt a little bit the way he went down there at the end. And I'm a little surprised we didn't see a flag there. They were blowing the play dead on whistles. They had him wrapped up, yet they continued to fling him down to the turf. But third and long now, 3rd and 25 for Oskaloosa. They're backed up to their own 17-yard line. So the homecoming parade and coronation is Thursday. Homecoming football game is Friday. Schultz under pressure, just kind of shovels it forward, looking to Creer. It's incomplete. He's going to bring up 4th and long. Indians will punt the football away. So, again, we've got volleyball Tuesday night at home against Norwalk. You can see that right here on the Indians Network. Much, much improved volleyball team this year for the Indians. They are fun to watch.
That's a big game, guys. That Norwalk game, they only have the one loss, and is undefeated, and we're undefeated. So that's a real big one.
Yeah, and it's going to be Tuesday night at home in the gym, so come out and support them. If not, you can watch it right here on the Indians Network. Starts around 7 o'clock on Tuesday. Homecoming parade and coronation is Thursday night. And then football Friday night, hosting Grinnell. And punt fielded by Mason Ford, and not really any return at all as he steps out of bounds. And they're going to spot it just across midfield at the 49-yard line.
Next week is homecoming, and Monday night they have Powder Puff, which I'm sorry, I don't know for sure if it's the football or volleyball. They have a football Powder Puff and a volleyball Powder Puff.
I think football girls are on Monday, and then Tuesday's
boys volleyball.
Boys volleyball
after the volleyball match.
Correct.
Yep. All right. Well, that'd be a fun night there. Those guys love to go out there and try to play volleyball.
Oh yeah. And I already heard some of the football guys talking strategy with some of the girls on what they want to do in the Powder Puff football game too. Yeah. A lot of the guys coach, the girls play. Here is Marker. They're going deep, and it is caught 10-yard line, dragging. Isaac Schultz wrapped him up, but he drug him into the end zone.
Well,
they give him the touchdown?
Yeah.
They did. Touchdown, Norwalk.
That was a nice pass.
Wow.
The quarterback's got a nice arm.
Yes, he does.
Throws a nice ball.
Well, this one is getting out of control now.
We need to just get out of here.
A minute 5 to go, third quarter, and soon to be 31-7 Norwalk over Oskaloosa. And, yeah, you don't want to see anybody else get hurt here tonight. That's the number one key right now.
And I just saw Keaton
Flaherty warming up.
Keaton Flaherty just put his helmet on, and they were talking to him, so he's getting the ball, and we might see him. I don't know if Will got a little dinged on that one play.
He did. It looked like he did get a little dinged, and I think that'd be a good decision. Get Flaherty some action, because there's you never know what's going to happen. They could move Will Schultz to running back and put Flaherty in a quarterback. next week. There's just some different options, but this score's not indicative of this game tonight. These guys have played their heart out, but we need to just get out of here and regroup for next week, because that could be a possibility. What we see next week.
Keaton Flaherty is warming up on the sideline.
Yeah, Tyler Miller down here walking the side now. He's in a sling.
Yep, he's got the sling on, and Blom is on crutches. Not for sure if Will Schultz is dinged up or not, or if they're just going with Flaherty here to avoid any injury to Will. But it has just been one of those nights tonight where.
Well, I talked to some coaches.
First quarter was a great game.
Yeah.
I mean, scoreless.
First half was.
Yeah.
And I talked to some coaches right before the game started and about the Pella game last week, and they said, we just physically beat them up. And he was talking about Pella, and that don't happen.
No.
And they knocked out a few of their players, and some of their players are still out this against Carlisle. I heard their big running back / quarterback Aaron Downs was out tonight in their game against Carlisle. So this is a physical defense, and we haven't backed down from them by any means.
PAT was good. 31-7 Norwalk, and another touchback. So, boy, their kicker has a leg, too. Every kickoff has been a touchback tonight, and he's perfect on PATs, and he's got a field goal. So 31-7, Oski trailing, 1:05 to go, third quarter. And looking down there at the Oski offensive huddle, I don't see, looks like Flaherty is outside the huddle at the moment. So, looks like
Reed Brown.
Reed Brown
coming in at quarterback.
Yeah, it is. It's Reed Brown coming in, number 6 at quarterback.
And in preseason, before the season started, I think he was in the running to be a starting quarterback. I had heard that he was going to be the starting quarterback.
Yeah.
So there's another option.
Reed Brown hands it off straight ahead, no gain, maybe a short gain they're going to get right back to the 20. That's it, no gain.
Well, if you're Oskaloosa now, you just want to run the clock all the way down. You almost play as though you got a 31-7 lead. Just an unfortunate night. They were right in this thing.
Spry and Isaac Schultz are wide to the right. Noah Van Veldhuizen wide left. 35 seconds counting to go, third quarter. Holmberg and Creer in the backfield. Again, Reed Brown now in at quarterback.
Good cut.
And it's going to be Reed Brown keeping it himself. Look at that, 35-40 out to the 43-44 yard line. Big 25-yard burst there by Reed Brown on his first official offensive carry of the season.
Well, nice job by Van Veldhuizen blocking downfield. Once again, a good job by our lineman there. I think it was number 75 over there. So, good job. That's another first down.
Number 75 would be Nicholas Tomes.
Nicholas Tomes, I think, was leading over there, and a good cutback by Reed Brown. And Reed Brown is fast.
Yeah.
Let this clock run out here to end the third quarter.
Yep, they are going to let the clock wind down, and that'll end the third quarter. By the way, Will Schultz looks to be fine on the sideline. Watching him, he's they just took him out of the game probably to avoid injury, get some other guys some experience. But Will Schultz walking around, nobody looking at him. He looks to be just fine. So 3 quarters are complete. Norwalk leading 31-7 over Oskaloosa. As we'll be back in 1 minute for the fourth quarter here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
Come experience Penn Central Mall. With a variety of shops, services, restaurants, and more, Penn Central is the place to go for all your shopping and entertainment needs. Grab a gourmet grilled cheese at Wonder Lunch. Shop the latest trends at Maurice's. Find the perfect gift at Gardner Collier. Or enjoy a night out with ice cream and retro arcade games at Old School Pinball and Arcade. Penn Central also has numerous public events scheduled throughout the year to provide fun for the whole family. Find them on Facebook to stay up to date with deals and upcoming events. Walk, shop, enjoy. Penn Central Mall.
We're back at Lacey Stadium in Oskaloosa on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford and the Wood Iron Grill Press Box. Jamie Brockman along with Doug DeCock. Let's go down to the, wait a minute. Here is Reed Brown starting the fourth quarter, keeping it himself again. And he gets to the sideline about the 47-yard line, so 3 more yards on the carry by Reed Brown. Let's go down to the sidelines on the wireless microphone with Coach Jay Harms, who has some info for us.
Yeah, hey guys, you were talking about Will Schultz, and I was watching him, and the athletic trainer, Laura Norberg, was following him around. Finally went over to him, grabbed his helmet, and took it away from him, and he does not have his helmet now. She's guarding the helmet, so definitely done for the night.
Well, and unfortunately, I think that means
could
potential
be
concussion.
Correct.
Oh, man.
So if he suffered a concussion, then next week is in question.
Reed Brown throws, and it is caught across the 45 in Norwalk territory at the 44-yard line. So this is kind of just reset time now for Oskaloosa. This is where Coach Dowd and the coaches take a look at other guys and say, hey, man, let's win this quarter, and let's get some momentum going with what we got.
Well, I like what I see out of Reed Brown. That was a nice pass. I mean, he's not going to give you the power of Will Schultz, but I think he's going to give you a little more speed, maybe, and quickness. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Dowd and Coach Jenkins come up with next week. But those are two guys that will figure it out.
Motion coming from the right side. Brown setting up for the screen. Straight drop. Lets it go.
Just throw it away in that case.
Yeah, I think it's actually caught, but it's going to go for no gain. 44-yard line, about a half a yard loss, actually.
That concept's kind of hard for quarterbacks to grasp, is that you can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as there's a receiver over there close.
I did get a chance to talk to the athletic trainer, Laura Norberg, and yes, she is watching Will as precaution for a possible concussion.
Thank you, Coach. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Shotgun, Reed Brown. And he's going to run it himself from the shotgun. And again, no gain. Gets to the 46-yard line.
Well, I think he kind of, the hole was off to the right on that one. He just kind of missed it, but still he's quick shooting up through the middle there.
So again, if you're just joining us, Aaron Blom, Tyler Miller, both out of the game with injuries. Tyler Miller, possible broken collarbone. He's still down on the sideline, though, in a sling. Aaron Blom injuring his other ankle, and he is on crutches. Here's Brown throwing, intercepted just across the 40 at the 38-yard line, and he falls forward for a short return. So Brown throws his first interception of the year, and Norwalk gets the ball back. In addition to that, as you've just been hearing recently, our quarterback Will Schultz, they're watching him right now for a possible concussion, so he's out of the game. Reed Brown has come in. And this is a game that can't end soon enough for Oskaloosa right now. 9:49 to go in the game, down 31-7. Now, not only do you have to put together a whole new game plan and figure out who's going to be where next week, Doug, but you got to do that on a hectic, busy homecoming week too.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that. You mix that in. You know, Coach Staten, when I used to play for him, he hated homecoming.
Most coaches do, actually, for that reason.
I mean, he absolutely hated it because there's so many distractions and this and that. And, I didn't even – there's holding on 78.
Manuel, ball carrier, fights through the initial line, across the 45, dives forward to the 48, picks up 8. It'll be a second and short coming up for the Warriors.
So we got some new guys sprinkling in there. I see Tommy Melton was in there. That was Westerkamp. I think it's Blake Westerkamp, number 60, was in for Oskaloosa. He's out now. We got Gunn, Snitker, and Evans at the linebacker positions.
3 left again for Norwalk, and they give it to Manuel again. He turns the corner, and he is across the 40 to the 38-yard line. Big run, first down Norwalk. Picks up First easily there, only needed a couple, picks up about 9 or 10. Down to the 38 of Oskaloosa. First down, Warriors. Clock rolling, 9 minutes and counting to go. 31-7, Norwalk lead. Oski going to drop to 2-2 on the season and hope to bounce back next week at home on homecoming against Grinnell. So again, Monday night, you've got the Powder Puff football game. And then Tuesday, you've got home volleyball action. Oskaloosa hosting Norwalk, which we'll have right here on the Indians Network. Look at that run by Manuel, dragging tacklers with him
10 yards.
to near the 20-yard line. Yeah, they had him wrapped up back around the 25 or so, and he drug him forward for 4, 5, or 6 yards.
Yeah, we got a pretty tired defense right now, guys. We've been out there a lot this second half and just kind of wearing on us now.
So we got volleyball Tuesday night, as we said, Oski versus Norwalk here on the Indians Network starting around 7 o'clock. After that, you then will have the Powder Puff volleyball game, where the guys will play volleyball, coached by the girls. Of course, there's dress-up days every day, and then Thursday we have the homecoming parade Thursday night downtown on the square, and then from there you go out to the old community stadium, where the student council puts together the always well done coronation ceremony. We crown the king and the queen, have a guest speaker that speaks to the team.
Yeah, who is the speaker this year? You guys know?
I don't. Do you?
No, I do not. I know Doug's done it. It's always kind of fun to, go back, speak to him.
So I'm the only member of the broadcast crew that hasn't done it. Huh? Wow. Probably a reason for that.
Well, we don't have Carroll natives coming to do our homecoming.
Hey, I've lived here longer than I lived in Carroll.
Oh, okay.
Even though I grew up there. There's a bad snap on a 2nd and 9 for Norwalk. They're going to just fall on it and take the loss back at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, I used to work some basketball camps with Don Olson from Carroll.
Oh, Ole.
Yep.
Man, tell you what, he was my accounting and business teacher, and he was the girls' basketball coach forever at Carroll High School. And
yeah, great coach, Don. Great guy.
Yep. Ended with a lot of success there in the latter stage of his careers. But yeah, 3 right, 1 left for Norwalk. Hand off to Manuel, straight ahead. And late flags flying from behind as he gets across the 25 to the 24. Picks up 4, but there is a flag on the play. Chop block called against Norwalk. Oh, we got another guy limping out there right now. Leland Evans limping a bit after that play. So Oski will take the penalty, the chop block, and it'll back the Warriors up. It's a 15-yard penalty. Well, not the outcome we were wanting here tonight for Oskaloosa, but hopefully they can regroup and fight through all the adversity and everything against them right now with, your 2 best players out, possibly your starting quarterback out with a concussion. That's 3 very key players that most likely are not in the lineup next week. 3rd down and 30 for Norwalk after the penalty. And they hand it off to Manuel. Manuel makes one guy miss.
They're going to have another penalty.
And there's more flags flying as he's down to the 32, 33.
Almost just take the penalty because they're just running it.
Picked up about 10 yards.
And I'll take them back even farther. Oh, they're going to decline it.
Well, next week, guys, Grinnell, supposedly a much improved Grinnell ball club. So
that's what I hear. They ain't played the toughest schedule in the world.
How's Grinnell doing tonight? Do you have that score?
I don't. I should have them on here though.
31-7 here. Norwalk leading Oskaloosa. 6:25 and counting to go. Both teams have all 4 timeouts remaining, but a couple penalties here against Norwalk.
We're going to try a field goal here.
Ooh, wow, they're going to, holy cow, this will be a 49-yard field goal. Are you kidding me? 49-yard field goal. Well, when you're up 31-7, that's the time to try it, I guess.
Short.
And it is way short.
8 yards short.
Yeah. So you can scratch that one off the list for. Say you can scratch that one off the list for the coaches, saying, all right, that's a bit out of his range. So that was well short, 8-10 yards short. Again, the Norwalk kicker is Mason Lucas. You don't see many 49-yard field goals in high school football, though.
Nope. Mile-an-hour wind behind him. They had a shot.
And we're probably not going to see any of those this year with Aaron Blom all dinged up. He could possibly make one, though. He made, what was it? What is that school record he made as a freshman, Coach Harms? Do you remember? Is it 51 or 53?
Yeah, I don't remember, Jamie, offhand. Nope.
I think it's 50 plus.
Yeah, I think it was too.
All right, 6:03 to go in the game. Oski gets the ball back, 1st and 10. They start at their own 20 after the missed field goal. And they pitch it in the backfield. And he is tackled for a loss.
Wyatt Creer. Yeah, I think at one time, I know years ago, guys, we had exchange student from Norway had the record for the.
Mike's cutting out there, Coach.
I said years ago we had a foreign exchange student from Norway had the longest field goal here, school record. And I'm not sure if someone broke that.
I remember back when I was in school, the kicker on your football team was always the foreign exchange student because they came from Mexico or wherever. They had, great kickers. And I'll just tell this because it still cracks me up to this day. Creer lost 4 on the last play. Now Oski fights to get back to the original line of scrimmage. They do. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. So back when I was in school, and I grew up in Carroll, Iowa. I was a Carroll Tiger. My junior year, we had a foreign exchange student from Mexico. And this kid, I'm telling you, he had a leg like none of us had ever seen at that point. And it was really hot one day in practice. And we're going through drills and such. And Coach looks over to the sideline, and his name was Mario. Mario's sitting there, pads off on the sideline, just hanging out over at the bench. Only one over there. Coach says, "Mario, what are you doing?" He says, "Too hot. Mario kick. Mario kick." He's like, and the coach looks at him and says, "All right, that's fine. You just kick us 50-yard field goals. There's no need for you to practice, buddy."
Yeah.
Anyway, crack me up. All right, so not much happening at all on this possession for Oskaloosa. As we lost, then we got back to the line of scrimmage. Now a short 2-yard gain. It's going to be 4th and 8. Punt team comes on, and now with Will Schultz out with possible concussion, looks like Cody Gunn is going to be the punter.
Shane Blanchard sent me a note here that says Tristan Christensen from Norway, 49 yards in 1992.
Yep, that was him. Yep.
So I'm pretty sure Blom's, I want to say it was 51 yards. Cody Gunn with his first punt of the year, and it's going to be
not a bad one, though.
No, it's pretty good. It's going to be fair caught by Norwalk just across midfield. 3:46 to go in the game, 31-7 Norwalk.
Yeah, so you being an old Carroll Tiger, you had some fun over there with the old Carroll Kemper Knights, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Yep. I know Nick Nurse. I mean, he was quite a bit older than me. I graduated in 92, and I think he graduated in 85.
Yeah, I used to go scout some games at the old Carroll Kemper gym.
Yeah.
Well, I just got another one. I've been trying to get Grinnell on my score stream here, but Joey Dusenberry sends me an update that they are leading Fairfield 30-7 at the half.
Wow. Thank you for the update.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, 3 receivers left, 1 right. 3:46 to go in the football game. Marker still in at quarterback? No, they got a backup quarterback in. Yep. And he's going to be sacked. Nice job there by Walker Newman. Second sack of the night for Newman. So the new quarterback for Norwalk. Holy cow, their numbers are all out of order here on the program. It's going to be, I think, Blake Neal, number 8. And he is a 6'4" senior.
Number 2 carried that ball.
Okay. New running back, too. That's Max Jurgens. So is quarterback number 2?
Yes.
Okay. That's Max Jurgens. And he is a junior. All right. So new players in on Norwalk here, and they keep it on the ground. And just a short gain there. They lost 4 on the last play, and I think he fell forward for a gain of 2 there. So it's going to be 3rd and about 12 to go for Norwalk. And they got new players in on offense. I think that was Max Rohrer, number 25, a junior who carried the football. 3rd and 12 for Norwalk. Line of scrimmage, their own 47-yard line. Coming up here on the Indians Network. So Tuesday night, we've got Oski Volleyball hosting Norwalk, the homecoming match for the volleyball team. Quarterback drops back, calls his own number, cuts it back to the middle. He's got some room now to the outside, 40, 35, 30. And Oski finally wraps him up inside the 30 at the 27-yard line.
Got a hanky on the ground.
And there is a flag. So Juergens, the quarterback, kept it himself. Big run, but there is a flag right at about the 33-yard line.
We had a guy there
holding Norwalk.
Running right next to the ball carrier.
So Tuesday night, Oski Volleyball against Norwalk. You'll see it here on the Indians Network if you can't make it to the gym. First serve starting around 7 o'clock on Tuesday. And then Friday night, the homecoming football game against Grinnell. And you'll be able to see that one right here on the Indians Network if you can't be in attendance on Friday night. Pregame 7, kickoff 7:30.
Then that exciting dance afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, which you probably don't have to ever go to anymore, do you, Coach?
No, don't have to worry about any of those things.
Yeah. So I don't know, I never quite understood why they actually have the dance right after the games, because a lot of times, I mean,
the players we were sore.
Yeah, well, not only that, but then you get there and there's a half hour left of the dance by the time you shower and get there and everything.
Yeah.
And the dance is pretty much over. So,
and the coach loves it. Don't have to worry about the boys going to dance.
Yeah.
Coach Harms will have a bunch of grandkids here in about 12 years that he'll be going to dances with.
Well, pretty much got a whole new defense out there. If you look at the bench right now, you got.
Yeah, I saw Zach Beebe out here at left corner.
Yeah, I'm going to have a lot more activities to be attending to here coming up.
Yeah, you'll just be getting started.
Right.
You'll be going to ball games every weekend.
Nearing a minute to go in the football game. Norwalk just kind of running clock. Little miscue there.
Oh, man.
And he's going to turn nothing into something big as he is across the 30, right near the first down marker on the far side of the field.
Well, he just took a bad angle there. Could have had a drop for loss. And
they're going to spot it at 30, so he's a yard shy. It's going to be 2nd and short. 45 seconds to go in the game. This probably will be the last snap of last actual play of the game, I would assume.
I probably shouldn't be cheering so much, but my son told me that he has a little wager tonight.
Okay.
And he took Oskaloosa plus 25.
Oh, they're going to victory formation. Look at that.
He's going to win it.
That's going to be the final snap of the ball game as Norwalk takes a knee, and now they will not have to snap it again. So final score tonight from Lacey Community Stadium, Norwalk 31, Oskaloosa 7. Credit Norwalk, back-to-back big wins on the road at Pella and now at Oskaloosa. And they go to 3-1 on the season. Oski drops to 2-2 on the season as we head into district play next week. And the question is now, who can go and who can't go next week? Most likely without Blom and Miller. If they determine concussion for Will Schultz and confirm that, he won't be able to go next week. Wow, it's going to be just line the guys up and say, okay, who's healthy, who can play next week?
Well, we're going to see some sophomores and some juniors have to step up a little bit, and they're going to get some experience. But I look for Will Schultz to be able to go next week. They'll check him out and do some testing. They do a baseline test before the year on all the players, and they'll be able to figure that out, and they'll take care of him.
I got the answer on the homecoming speaker. You want to know who it is, Coach?
I see who it is.
It is. Thanks to Kim Geil for giving me the information. It is Mike Sitzma.
All right, he's positive.
Yep, our buddy from Bates Funeral Chapel, Mike Sitzma. So Mike Sitzma will be the homecoming coronation night speaker.
Yep, former Oskaloosa Indian. Yep,
you bet. Big Oskaloosa Indian supporter still. Of course, he's married to Stacy Staten, Coach Staten's one of Coach Staten's daughters. And those two live, eat, and breathe Oskaloosa sports. So that's awesome for Mike Sitzma. He'll be the speaker on Thursday night at the homecoming coronation.
And that'll be good. He'll have a good speech.
31-7 final score. Norwalk wins as Oski drops to 2-2 on the season. And we'll see if Coach Harms can get any comment from Coach Jenkins. Just a rough night. Doug, I mean, you've said it 100 times tonight, Doug, but say it again. The Indians fought hard and just one down after another.
They did. They absolutely did. They can hold their heads high. This was totally different than Washington. They came in here, they played against a good football team, and they were right in the ball game, and they played hard. And as a coach, that's what you're looking for is effort. And they gave it tonight, and we can all be proud of our Indians tonight. Even though they're coming up short on the scoreboard, they did not come up short on the effort end.
Now, when you look ahead and talk playoffs and stuff like that, district play starts next week. So if you win your district, you're automatically, it doesn't matter what your record is, you win your district, you are in the playoffs. If you don't, then it's a at-large deal, and I think from this point, Oski kind of has to win out, in my opinion, but we'll see.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. And Pella tonight, they were concerned because they feel like they can win that district, which they can. They're the favorite. But if they lose to Carlisle tonight, they have 2 losses, and so their seeds will be affected. So there's something riding on every ball game.
I got to interrupt you guys here. I do have Coach Jenkins down here. Coach, I thought you kids, they battled all night long.
I thought we did too. I'm not necessarily mad with the way that we played. We didn't score enough points on offense. We didn't generate enough offense. We didn't play too well on special teams. Defensively, I felt like we fought hard. I felt like, and I'm not saying on offense and special teams we didn't battle. We really battled. We didn't do enough to win the game, and 3 of our key players, 3 of our best players out, and they're out right now, and they may be out for a little bit, and that hurts, man. But our spirits were up. We fought till the end, so I'm proud of the way that they played. We had a chance to win that game, It got us at the end, which is frustrating, but that's a good team.
Yeah, they are, Coach, and now we go into district play. We've got Grinnell next week, of course, homecoming week. It's always a big week, but again, as you mentioned, with the injuries that you have, you got a week to try to plug some people in there, but it's going to be, I'm sure, a tough week because you got to try to find some holes to fill.
Yeah, we have to be creative. It's a puzzle, and then all of a sudden, a few of your key pieces are missing, and somebody vacuumed them up on the floor, or they threw them away, or something, playing a prank on you. And you got to get creative. You got to go back to the drawing board, and you got to find a way. We'll find a way to generate some offense. We'll find a way to make it work, but it's tough and it's very difficult. But we just got to keep moving forward, and we got to lead by example so our players follow us.
Well, we're sure that's going to happen, Coach. You guys do a great job with the coaching staff, and no, it wasn't the way the win tonight how you wanted to go, but looking forward to seeing you next week against Grinnell and hopefully get those Tigers.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thanks for stopping, Coach. So Coach Jenkins there sharing some information, guys. Thanks for Coach Jenkins stopping by and talking. And, hey, we'll meet you out here again next Friday night, guys, and hopefully get a big W against the Grinnell Tigers.
All right. Thank you much, Coach Harms, for your work tonight. Well done down there on the Indians sideline on our wireless microphone. So coming up here on the Indians Network, stay tuned for Tuesday night is Oski Volleyball at home as they host Norwalk. It's the homecoming match for the Oski Volleyball team, and we'll have that for you here on the Indians Network with the first serve scheduled for 7 o'clock at the Oski Gym on Tuesday. Wednesday, it is the Indians Corner Coaches Show. We didn't have a show this week, but we'll be back for a show next week. So Wednesday at 4 p.m., you can see the latest edition of the Indians Corner. We'll talk to Coach Jake Jenkins or Brett Dowd, one of the two, about this game and looking ahead to Grinnell for homecoming next week. We'll talk Oski Volleyball. We'll talk Oski Cross Country. We'll talk Oski Girls Swimming. And we're going to talk OVP. We've got Kim Guile coming in to join us and talk about the program and how things work at OVP. It's all going to be on this week's edition of the Indians Corner, and you can see that on MCG Channel 7 on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Then Friday night is the football game, of course, against Grinnell. Pregame at 7, kickoff at 7:30. Again, activities-wise at the school, Monday is the Powder Puff football game. Tuesday is the Powder Puff volleyball game. And then Thursday is the homecoming parade downtown Oskaloosa on the square, followed by the coronation at the old community stadium. And then Friday, of course, cap it off with the homecoming football game and dance. All right, we're going to take a quick break here. 1 minute timeout on the Indians Network presented by Craig Ford. We'll be back. We'll look at some final statistics and call this one tonight from Lacey Stadium in Oskaloosa, where Norwalk wins 31-7 over Oskaloosa.
Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle.
Every morning before my family and I head out the door for the day, we tell each other to be the one. It's a challenge we make to each other to step up and show kindness when we have the opportunity. I'm Mike Sitzma, funeral director here at Bates Funeral Chapel. I see families in some of their toughest times. However, I get to see our community at its best through the outpouring of love and support they show those affected by loss. I challenge you to join me and my family to look for opportunities daily to be the one.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
If you want to save more,
If you want a butcher who knows more,
If you want fewer aisles and more value,
less quantity, more quality,
if you want more of this,
and this.
and this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
Rest easy. State Farm agent Wendell Campbell is there for you. Call 641-673-4462 today for the service you deserve.
You're sure to save big at Hy-Vee now that hundreds of items are on low price lockdown and price decline. Lockdown prices won't change unless they are lowered, and any item marked with a red arrow means you will save big. Come get deals on seasonal items already on your list at Hy-Vee, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle.
All right, we're back one final time here in the Wood Iron Grill press box to put the finishing touches on tonight's broadcast. Looking at some of the final stats, Norwalk wins 31-7 over Oskaloosa to go to 3-1 on the season. Oski drops to 2-2. Total yardage, thanks to Wade and Jody Steinlage for the stats tonight. 348 yards by Norwalk tonight. Oskaloosa, 192. We had 110 through the air and 82 on the ground tonight for Oskaloosa. Rushing-wise, actually, Reed Brown, who came in late after Will Schultz went out with a possible concussion, leads the way with 39 rushing yards. Will Schultz had 35 rushing yards. And through the air, Will was 9 of 21 for 112 yards, and he had a touchdown and an interception. Leading receiver for Oskaloosa tonight, Noah Van Veldhuizen. 3 catches, 43 yards, including the only touchdown for Oski. Isaac Schultz caught 2 passes for 36 yards. On Norwalk side, real quick, quarterback Marker, 156 yards passing on 7 of 12. And he rushed for 86 yards as well. Had a couple of touchdowns on the ground.
And then two of those passes were bombs.
Oh, so absolutely.
We did a decent job.
Yep.
On just talking with Rory Place, statistician, I thought we really held up well on the lines. Both offense and defensive lines did a good job tonight. It just, it's tough to overcome some things, and we played hard. So very proud of these guys.
Yeah, again, the big concern coming out of this game is two of our senior captain leaders. Tyler Miller, possible broken collarbone. He was in a sling the whole second half, did not play. And then Aaron Blom, who was injured on the first offensive play of the game for Oskaloosa after making an 11-yard pass reception for a first down. He injured his other ankle. So he's got both bum ankles now, trying to recover on the right ankle. Now it's the left ankle, and he was on crutches and did not see another snap the rest of the game. So we'll see, how long those two will be out and what their status is. And also quarterback Will Schultz, who was taken out with a possible concussion in the second half as well. If it is determined a concussion, he wouldn't be able to play next week either. So 3 key players that may not be in the lineup next Friday for homecoming for Oskaloosa. But we'll talk to Coach Jay Jenkins about that this week on the Indians Corner, and you'll be able to hear it right out of his mouth what the status is, and you can see that Wednesday at 4 p.m. here on the Indians Network. Doug DeCock, not the night we were hoping for, but hopefully Oski can keep their heads a little high, look at some of the goods they did do tonight, and not get down saying, hey, our best players are out, our season's over, because district play starts next week, and if you can catch some people off guard and sneak attack, so to speak, win this district, you can still be in the playoffs.
Well, that next week is going to match what I think is two evenly matched teams. Yep. And so that should be quite a ball game out here at the stadium for homecoming. Grinnell Tigers coming to town, and they want a piece of Oskaloosa. We've kind of had their number here the last few years.
Yep.
And so we'll see what happens next week, but that should be a good one.
Should be. So we'll have that for you next Friday. Pregame at 7, kickoff 7:30. Thanks to the entire OVP crew tonight. Kim Guile, the head of OVP, is down there making sure, keeping everybody in line, so to speak, and making sure everything operates smoothly. Our producer tonight, Camden Silvers. Director was Zach Pearsall. Instant replay tonight was Max Orduna. Camera 1, we had several different people rotating through the night on the cameras, as we had Haven Wiley, Andres Chavez, Devin Allen, and Caden Yang on camera 1. Camera 2, we had Brennan Scholl, Mason Meador, Sean Hafner, and Emma Lynn. And then camera 3, we had Kyle Hoyt, Tyler Hurl, and Holden Hacker. So thank you to all of you for doing what you did tonight and making this, once again, a great broadcast on the Indians Network presented by Craig Ford. So for all of us at the Indians Network, for Coach Harms and Doug DeCock, my name is Jamie Brockman. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you with Oskaloosa Volleyball on Tuesday night right here on the Indians Network presented by Craig Ford. 31-7 final, Norwalk wins. Good night, everybody, from Lacey Stadium.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
If you want to save more,
If you want a butcher who knows more,
If you want fewer aisles and more value,
less quantity, more quality,
if you want more of this,
and this.
and this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
Rest easy. State Farm agent Wendell Campbell is there for you. Call 641-673-4462 today for the service you deserve.
You're sure to save big at Hy-Vee now that hundreds of items are on low price lockdown and price decline. Lockdown prices won't change unless they are lowered, and any item marked with a red arrow means you will save big. Come get deals on seasonal items already on your list at Hy-Vee, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
Come experience Penn Central Mall. With a variety of shops, services, restaurants, and more, Penn Central is the place to go for all your shopping and entertainment needs. Grab a gourmet grilled cheese at Wonder Lunch, shop the latest trends at Maurice's, find the perfect gift at Gardner Collier, or enjoy a night out with ice cream and retro arcade games at Old School Pinball and Arcade. Penn Central also has numerous public events scheduled throughout the year to provide fun for the whole family. Find them on Facebook to stay up to date with deals and upcoming events. Walk, shop, enjoy. Penn Central Mall.
Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle.
Every morning before my family and I head out the door for the day, we tell each other to be the one. It's a challenge we make to each other to step up and show kindness when we have the opportunity. I'm Mike Sitzma, a funeral director here at Bates Funeral Chapel. I see families in some of their toughest times. However, I get to see our community at its best through the outpouring of love and support they show those affected by loss. I challenge you to join me and my family to look for opportunities daily to be the one.
At Gardner Collier Jewelry, our goal has always been to provide you with the very best jewelry for your money. From plain gold wedding bands to the most exquisite diamond ring, Gardner Collier has it. Our huge selection is sure to exceed your expectations, and our service is second to none. From sterling silver fashion jewelry to the one-of-a-kind diamond fashion piece, Gardner Collier can fill your jewelry desires. For the very best value in fine jewelry, choose Gardner Collier, Quincy Place Mall, Ottumwa, and Penn Central Mall, Oskaloosa.
My name is Amanda Seeley, and I've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office for 15 years now. I'm a mother of 3 little boys, and since having them, they've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office in Oski Dental. It's been really seamless. I expected a little few hiccups, but he just has this approach that they're very comfortable again. You're the best! We're gonna shoot for being a lifelong patient.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Call State Farm agent Wendell Campbell at 641-673-4462.
At Mahaska Health, our team is dedicated to caring for you through every season of life. Whether you are in need of a same-day appointment, preparing to expand your family, or about to undergo surgery with our excellent surgical staff, we are dedicated to helping you feel your best, today and every day. Recognized as a top 100 critical access hospital, we are continually driven to enhance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Mahaska